Nice.
Yeah, we'll see how this wonderful Chinesium DC power supply works.
Chinesium. Ooh, that sounds special.
Some assembly required.
Side profile my vent.
Okay, now why isn't your new stream showing up in YouTube?
It will. It
There it
just
is.
takes
There
a
it
sec.
is. I just got it. Whoa, what the
My
hell
own
was that?
fault. That was Grubby and some tape.
Oh, sorry, that was me taking tape off. I forgot my mic wasn't muted.
That was freaking loud, even, and I don't even have a headset on, dude.
Right?
That hurt his ears.
Sorry, you didn't need
I
those
do
ears
have a
anyway.
No,
All right. So back to Fusion. Hey, Vince. I step.
First thing I'm going to tell you to do, Justin, before you even go any farther, draw
Yeah.
what you want on paper first.
Well, I have it drawn out. I already have it drawn out on a piece of paper. Now I have to figure out how to.
Well, hold it up. I want to see it.
Thank you, Llama. My CAD students used to get so pissed off at me for telling them that, and I'm like, look,
Even if it's a
Start
crappy stretch.
yeah,
just-
if you start off in the software, you're going to spend more time trying to figure out how to do it in the software than you're going to be designing it, and you're going to get lost and not know what you're doing.
you need that visual reference with a paper and pencil. I mean, I'm paper and pencil because that's how I learned drafting. I took drafting all through high school. And,
Yeah, well, that's because
so
Here's a horrible drawing, but oh well. Hold on.
it's not focusing.
I know it will. Give it a sec.
Focus you.
So it's got a little
Focus.
breast on the bottom.
Hold on. Yes, it does. God dang it! It really doesn't want to focus.
Oh
You're too
God!
close now. Slowly pull back. Slowly. And it'll focus.
You ever notice how stuff from China always has this distinct smell? Oh God, that's rank.
It is really bad.
It just does not want to focus. Maybe
No.
it's that green paper because it's blurring on the green.
Right. Hold on.
The green's kind of overblowing your camera over here.
There.
There you go.
So ignore the middle line that I drew right there, and kind of
So what
ballpark like
you
that.
want to draw, Justin, is just draw that hook right now.
Okay.
Extrude it to what you need. And then add the drain later.
Okay.
That's the way I do it because then you can just gel it. Now, like you said, you could use the spline tool, or I mean, yeah. Why can't I think of the name? I'm more than my brain shot. The sweep tool. You can sweep it, but I find it's easier to just draw that profile that you just drew with the proper dimensions, extrude it out, and then just shell it, and then you can add your little drain thing later
dimensions.
as as an add-on.
Mhm.
So you're going to draw it from the side, not the front of the back.
Yeah.
Draw-
I'm just trying to figure out
draw
which
it,
tool to
and
use. Hold on.
Just draw a box.
Oh, okay. Where the hell is the box? It was literally just here. Ay, create sketch. That's probably what I need.
Are you in Sketch? Oh,
Yeah, I'm
there
in
you
sketch.
go. You weren't. Oh, no, you weren't. I was going to say I was still on the YouTube site, but I wasn't.
So
I'm
draw the
actually-
box. Hold on, let me grab my dimensions.
No, just draw the downspout, basically. You know how you
Okay.
have you basically have a sock,
Yeah.
okay? You want
Yeah.
to draw the downspout.
Okay.
Draw
So I
two
need to use it in
boxes,
two
and just connect
pieces.
it with two arcs.
So I need to use it in two pieces, right?
Yeah.
Hold on. I kind of get what you're talking about a little bit there. All right. So let me get my
You're
calculator.
going to draw
up.
two boxes, basically, and then just
Yeah, that makes
the two
sense.
sides.
And then
So you're going to get your full height.
okay.
Holy crap! Zoom back.
Yeah, it's a large item.
Yeah,
yeah.
you're gonna have to split it in half and make it a snap.
Maybe not. I've got the raise, so if I do this right, I may be able to print it on the raise.
Draw the lower box, which will be
doing
your
that. Hold on.
outjet.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, there's other ways to do this. I mean,
Yeah.
some people have a different way. This is just how I would go about it.
It will have a round corner. Let me figure out my other one. So that's 11 3/4. So I want to go. Hold on. I didn't measure depth. Hold on. I'll grab my tape measure. Depth from end to end. I thought I did.
You realize it doesn't have to hit the door exactly anyway.
No, I know.
At that bit, you'll be all right.
I know. I'm just trying to get this as close as I can on the. Oh, lights. Hello. Wow. Hold on the first shot. So add 6 inches to the 20. Yeah, this is definitely going to get split in 2. So we'll go here. 26 inches by. Oh, nope. I need to go the other way.
Yeah, just drag your mouse up and it'll automatically go up.
Oh, I see. Nice. Okay. Can I combine these somehow?
Well, what you can do is
Did I just finish my sketch there?
I would have done you just did that second block to full length, which doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Hit the T key. Just hit the T key.
Okay.
And then hover over one of those lines in the middle.
Oh,
That you
I
get.
see. I see stuff I'm learning. Finish my sketch?
Yep. Nope.
No?
Now go
Okay.
up. You can see right in the left hand by the scissors that are highlighted right now. There's a little
Yep.
arc. You hit that
This
right
one.
next to the scissors.
Yep.
Go down to that corner.
Oh.
Auto, and then you can type in a number. All you gotta do is get on the dot between the two,
Why won't it let me do this corner?
because you actually got 2 different lines there. Because you
Oh.
made the box funny. You have
Yep.
to delete one of those lines,
And then
which you can just hover over. You don't have to do the tool. You can just
then-
hover over it. Make sure it's just selecting that half line.
yeah.
It's gonna make your dimension go away.
Okay, so I just delete that. Oh, okay. I think I see it. That makes sense. Well, maybe not. What the hell?
Slow down. Hover the thing over
I
it.
am.
And you'll see the one short line highlight or the long line highlight. You got to make sure it's weird. That's one thing I don't like. I wish they'd find a way to separate overlapping or something.
Yeah. Huh.
I mean, you could do it after with the regular round over
Yeah,
tool.
that one I can do over here. This is the side I want to.
And actually, from what I understand, you're better off doing it with the round over tool than with that.
Well, this is the side I want to do it on. That's the.
Yeah.
This is the one the round over tool won't let me do. So I do that.
Because the other thing you can do, stop right there. Just use the arc tool
Arc
for the
tool.
other corner. It's
Uh,
in the draw tools right there. Yep. No, to the draw tools. There you
oh,
go.
okay. Center point arc.
Do like a 2 or 3 point arc, whatever you want to do, whatever works for you.
And
Just
go
click on 2 points and then make an arc.
Oh.
That's not it. What the
What
hell
the
are
heck?
you doing?
I used the arc tool.
No, you're using the dimension tool or something. Escape.
Create.
Not that. Go over there. It says arc. Make a 3 point arc, I think it says. I can't really read it off of your
Yeah.
screen.
Oh, yeah, I know because it's a 4K on a 720p.
No, well, we're only doing, yeah.
Um.
So, yeah, it's a little,
So.
no,
hell?
no,
Okay.
no.
Okay. Okay. Wait. Don't tell me no too many times. Just be-
No. See your dimension line up here? Your little box dimension line? Do the arc, click on that, click on the one down there, and then draw out your arc after. Does that
Okay.
make sense? You have to click on if you do the 3 point arc,
Mhm.
you click on your starting point, then you go all the way down to your ending point, and then your third click is the actual pitch of the arc.
Okay. Oh,
There
okay,
you-
like that.
And I wouldn't even have done that, but sure.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I actually need that bottom part.
Yeah, see, I'd add the drain later.
Yeah.
That's
Okay. So how do
Because I
I?
would literally print the drain as a separate piece, and then you don't need too much supports, and you can just glue it together. You got gloop, right?
So no, I don't. Super
Oh,
glue
you
up.
don't? Yeah, super glue. I mean, it's not
So
like you're
get
pushing
rid of that
coal there.
arc and go
'Cause
back.
the other thing you can do is just parallel the arc that's on the other side, but that might not.
Yeah.
Work, so.
It actually work okay. Or I just leave it this way and then fillet
And then
this
arc it
corner.
after with the I
Yeah.
call it the fillet of fish.
The
can
fish
fillet a fish
fish tool.
after.
So this
Yeah.
needs to be 12.5 inches. Something like that. It's not going to be exact. I'm going to have to extend one of these ends, but
That's all right. It really doesn't because you're just pushing it out. As long as it fits there.
see the idea here, like that, but put a thing down here somewhere.
What do you want to do?
I'm just thinking. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out how to
Put
where
the
to
drain
put
in?
the drain. Yeah. Because if it doesn't have to be big. It almost just needs to be a hole with a funnel.
Why does it have to have a drain? Is water dripping down there?
Yeah. Yep.
So it needs
We
to
have
be the
two
full
buckets.
length of the unit. You can't
What do
just
you
have it in the middle because it might run down either side.
Yes.
So you're actually almost better off having a drain right at that very front where it's coming out into the door, which
Okay.
sucks.
Well,
Get what I'm
or I
saying?
just do
Because if
this.
it runs down any side, that's the end of your surface tension.
Yeah, or I do this and I put the drain on this surface.
Right. But it should be
Then-
almost out all the way to the front, not in
Yeah,
the
well,
back.
I can-
Put it in the back. If you pitch it back to it, that would be
Yeah.
fine. If you're going to leave it flat, you want the drain in the front because that's the
Yeah.
end of all your surface
Well,
tension.
Yeah, well, I should be able to do some kind of a. That's loft.
Yeah,
I
but
can,
you're
I can,
gonna walk.
I can give it this part small down.
Yeah, but then you lose your airflow. The whole point of this is the airflow and to direct it out. If you
Well, the
start-
drain's going to be, like
you can do it
maybe
after.
half an inch big.
Shell
So
that now. Don't even do it anymore. Shell that unit. Click off of that so you don't shell from that face.
right.
Take the top or the bottom face, doesn't matter which one, and hit shell. Not the
Hit
side
shell?
face. The top or the bottom, yep.
Okay.
Not the top, not that top, the top or the bottom of the duct. The ports
Oh.
where you want it hollow.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Here. Yeah.
There. And see the shell tool? It's right in the middle there. I can see the little icon.
Oh, that's new. Never seen that before.
And then
See,
you
this
just
is
type
stuff.
like this. Now, the only thing it won't do, as you'll find, the other side, it
Yeah.
shells the other side, so it's not a perfect tube.
That's fine.
So you literally have to go inside it
Mhm.
and just extrude the hole out.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Oh, all right. So let's go here. So I can't shell on this one. This one, can I? I
No,
do.
but watch how easy. I'm going to show you a couple of little tricks to make it. Nope, you don't want to do that.
don't?
It'll bug you out, dude. It'll work, but it'll bug the model out later.
Let me see. I just want to look. I gotta learn.
Because it doesn't actually shell it. It just gives it a weird lip. There's always a flat.
Oh,
face
yeah, I
right
see it. I see it right there. So
undo that.
that's easy.
I'm gonna-
Hold on. That's easy to fix. Hold on. Oh, I see what you're saying, though.
But it's adding more calculations than you need. And
So I
it's
need to
gonna
go
make your
in
computer bug.
and shell on the. Oh, crap. I need
Whoa,
to
what the hell did you do?
shell that in. I don't know.
Now, wait, just listen to me for
I
a
see
second.
I see what you're saying. Hold on.
Go to the bottom,
The bottom.
that
Go
bottom
to
piece
the
where you want to put the drain.
Yeah.
Click on it. Click
Okay.
on it.
Hold on. Let me hit cancel. Oh, come on. Somehow selected. All right. I'm making a mess here. Give me
What
a
are you? You're still in some kind of
I
tool
know.
that you.
Now, okay, so
There you
where I want
Click
the
on-
drain.
Okay. Now go up where it says inspect and scroll down to layer analysis. I think it's called.
What's up, Zolan? Draft analysis,
Nope.
curvature map, minimum
I
radius of
Yeah,
6
I can't read them. There
Yeah,
should
hold
be
on.
layer analysis
Let
or
me make it a
something.
little easier. Let me make this all smaller for a minute. Oh, come on there.
There, I'm gonna have to fire up Fusion.
There.
I'm showing you this just so you can use it in the future. There's
Right,
another way to
right.
do this. But
So
this will
here,
help.
you should be able to see it better now.
Okay. You want section
So-
analysis.
What is it?
That's
Oh,
the word I'm
section.
looking for.
Okay.
Now drag it into the model.
Like that?
Cool, huh? Now stop.
Oh.
Just stop.
Yep.
Stop. Let go.
I stop. Click out.
No, click OK.
Okay.
Now you can just scroll and see the bottom of that, and you can extrude out.
Oh.
the bottom perfectly. Just
I see. So
now
I
you
go
can
down
get
here.
right there, select that face, and just extrude it.
Yep. Get me out of this tool. Damn it. Okay. Cancel. E.
And just extrude it out out a negative cut.
Ah.
Boom, done, and then it's a perfect fit.
And then get rid of the ins.
Yeah, an analysis over here in your left menu, in your actual hierarchical thing. It says analysis.
Yeah.
The eyeball, and you can always bring it back now anytime you want.
Oh,
if
nice.
you ever have to look inside.
Now I'm going to go full screen and make it harder
There's
to
other
see.
ways to do it. We just did, but I figured I'd show you the section analysis.
That's cool. That's useful.
Yeah, because you can get inside stuff.
Oh, look at that. That's like almost exactly what I need, and then just do my drain.
Right. And it was stupid easy once you figured it out, right?
Yeah, the only thing I'm gonna have to figure out is if I want to make this curve on the backside more. I don't know if it matters because it's air at that point, but
yeah, I would actually make it tighter. The tighter it is, the better your airflow, the less disturbance.
So can I pull that tool back and?
Yep, you can go all the way back to that in the timeline.
Here.
Go do it in the timeline and just edit it.
Yeah. Edit. And it won't affect too much if I.
No, it'll recalculate everything as it's going along.
Nice.
And
so
if it gives you an error,
like this.
Yeah, I know.
So I do something like that and then figure out my drains.
See, that's actually better. I mean, you can print it just the way it is.
I know. I still need the drain though. That's my issue. I still need to drain the water.
Yeah, how to do the drain.
So
I could think of a couple of 3 ways to do it, but to describe it to you is
Let me put this back.
I would literally print the drain. I would build the drain completely separate.
Well, yeah, but if I do that angle, I
glue
still
it on
need
there and
water.
just pull it out.
I know. Let me think of something here.
But you could have done that arc and just leave yourself that little bit of flat, leave like a 1-inch flat at the end, and it's still way better.
I always forget how to use this tool, but
that monstrosity.
Cancel. So you're talking about angles, right?
Do that edit you did. No.
Oh, I always use this. There.
Edit the curve and just leave yourself a 1-inch.
Oh. Well, look, now I've got the downy.
Yeah. No, that's not a bad idea. But
then I put the drain right in the middle on this line, and that's my spot.
Yeah, but you're not getting it. If you're getting condensation, it can come down anywhere.
I know. But
it'll still come out the front because it can come down the inside face. It never gets to that. You did that to the outside face, not the inside face. The inside face is still pitched.
So I need to pitch that backwards somehow.
Yeah, see the black line right behind your blue one? You got to pitch that one too.
Yeah.
On the inside.
Oh, I see what you mean. What I just did on here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
I went the wrong way, but that's okay.
I'd never use that, but that's not a bad method to do it, I guess.
No, because then now if I put a hole there, even if it's just a dang hole,
the
water's gonna
move into it. Yep.
Yeah.
As long as it's pitched away from that, so if it drips down the side, I know you can't see what the fucking point is. It's not always going to drip down the back of the thing.
No, it drips randomly all over, but this is to minimize where it goes.
Right.
So now I go here, and now how do I...
The other thing I would think about doing is going on the inside of the output here on the bottom.
This one?
Putting just the whole box.
Yeah, put a lip.
Yeah, put a lip, so any water that does drips down into there. So if it comes down that top arc, it'll drip down. If it comes down either left or right face, it'll drip down. If it comes down the backside, no matter what, it'll drip down.
Yeah, that's easy.
You don't need much. Surface tension, it doesn't need much.
So how do I add that little...
I would just draw another sketch there and just... In other words, draw a sketch right on that mouth.
Where's Sergio? We need him. Zolan, we haven't heard you say anything. You having audio issues?
Yeah. Sergio could probably just send you one.
Oh, I'm sure.
You probably have a tin somewhere.
Right? So let me see.
But that's not as much fun. What's up, Zalana? I didn't know you
This
came in.
I get to learn.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of like the section analysis. You didn't need to do that. There's another way you can do that. It's just easier and you learn section analysis.
Right. Let me thinking.
Draw a sketch right on that mouse where the square is.
Okay. Go here. There. Oh, wrong freaking.
Yep. That's why I always select the face first. You haven't changed the sketch though. The sketch is still on the face. Abort that
go
sketch.
Here. No, sketch is gone.
No, select the face first. You're not sketching on that
this face.
There you go. Now hit sketch.
Okay. Okay, now we're on sketch.
Now see right next to your scissors, there's like a double line with the arc. That's an offset line.
Okay.
Click on that. Click that inside box, offset it, a millimeter inside, boom, done. And then extrude it.
So finish my sketch and extrude it?
Well, I never finish a sketch. I just go into solid. But did you extrude? Did you set it off a millimeter? Oh, yeah, you did. All right.
And go what? Millimeter?
Yeah, a millimeter or two, whatever. That's all you need, just enough to stop the water from dripping.
That's going to be a nightmare part to print. That's okay. I'll figure it out.
Why?
We've got to make
that.
What's up, Greg?
That'll break it.
Hey, how's it going?
It doesn't need to be super perfect.
True. It just needs to work. Oh, we're having fun in Fusion, Greg.
Yeah, I saw. That's definitely more Llama's domain than mine.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So now I need to make the drain on this through here. So I assume I need to use the hole.
Yeah, but
is that my best option at this point?
Yeah, the problem is you're going to want to go halfway through the arc and halfway through that hole, and it won't let you easily because they're two different faces. It actually might. If you use the hole tool, it might.
So this hole needs to be like that.
I would make it garden hose size and lit it.
Oh, perfect. No, I mean, and I can potentially extrude around that too. So
yeah, you can always drill it out too. It's just freaking plastic.
I know, but I'm trying to. Oh crap!
Yeah.
I keep hitting the wrong
The
button.
other thing I do is I would give the inside of that hole, inside the duck,
Yeah,
a little bit of a fillet or chamfer.
Yeah. So the water comes in. Yeah.
Right. I don't know how
the hole
thick.
goes through.
Yeah, and you can actually sit right there and select the inside face of that.
Oh,
yeah, and just chamfer it a millimeter or two.
There's a 5mm chamfer. Ooh, look,
there you go. Whatever. You don't want to go too much because then you end up with a thin wall.
like
I don't know how
that.
thick it is. Yeah.
Now, I'm wondering, is there a way on this opposite one to just extrude a cone out? Just like an inch. Is there a way to take these two lines and extrude them?
What do you want to do? Extrude
I just want
tube?
a little, a small tube, coming out. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Click on that face right there, just the flat face.
Okay.
Now hit P. Oh, wait a minute. Go into your sketch.
I am.
It's automatic. I never think about that. Now click, zoom in on the circle on the hole you just made.
Okay.
And click on the circles.
Both halves.
The little circles.
Yep, I did.
Okay.
Now
you're done with your projection. You just projected that line.
Oh, okay. So I just. Oh crap.
Yep. No, that worked.
Okay. And then
now you can do the offset. You went out of your.
Yep. Hold on. I'm back in. Hold on.
Okay.
I see what you're saying.
Because you got the arc, you have to make a flat circle somewhere.
I see.
Use the projection to give you that flat, so it's an exact trace.
Okay.
Hit okay with the projection.
Can I do a negative offset?
You can go either way, yeah.
Ooh,
you just drag it wherever you want.
There.
And then extrude it. Now you're going to need to extrude in both directions.
Yeah.
You need it to connect to that arc.
Yeah.
And just make sure it's an add-on instead of a
E. And hold on. Now I've got a little.
Yep. But you didn't do it in both directions, so you got a little V gap up on the arc.
No, I shouldn't.
Spin it. I bet you did. Did you do it in both directions? I didn't
I
see.
don't need to because I already did the other hole. This is an
Yeah,
outer.
It's an arc, and you went off that flat face. So right on that left
On
side
this
of that,
face. I see what you mean.
you have to extrude into it because otherwise it'll leave a little bit of a gap there, which probably wouldn't hurt anything.
No. But
So just go back and edit that extrude and extrude in both directions. Yeah, you're floating off of
It
that.
doesn't-
It's really small.
is it?
It's floating. Yep. Because it would be an arc. It
yeah,
wouldn't be a straight
yeah. I see it. I see it. So all I really have to do is find that face.
No, just redo your extrude and do it. I mean, you can do that too, but that's more of a pain.
I
If you
don't
do the
want to
double
cut. I want to
extrude,
join.
Yep.
There we go. Done.
and all better. You're all fixed.
All
now.
done. Now, is there a
You're
way
done.
I
That's
can?
it.
Well, the other question is on this inside face. Is there a way
Yep.
to give it a smidge of a V so that this face isn't completely flat, so that the water goes towards it? Like
Yeah, can.
just draw my line in the middle and drop that line down somehow, right?
Well, here's the thing: is you could just draw a box.
Mm-hmm.
How do I explain this one?
Right.
You can draw a box in a sketch out on the outside face.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you're going to extrude it, but you're going to start it instead of starting from plane. You're going to
Yeah.
start it from inside face.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then you have the
Yeah.
taper tool.
The
And you
draft
take
tool.
crap
All I
out of
need is
it.
a single
it's
line, and I
only
can
like
draft
a
it.
millimeter with a wicked taper.
All I need is
it-
a single line on that face, and I can draft it.
Yeah.
Okay. So select the
I wouldn't even
face.
worry about it because you already back pitched it to it.
I know, but I also don't want it to. I don't want it to collect on the sides.
Well,
Will
it
it?
shouldn't because
Oh
you
yeah,
got
'cause
it.
it's back pitch. Yeah. That makes sense. This thing's gonna be a nightmare to print. I definitely have to cut it, but that's okay.
I mean, you might get some water
I
build
doubt
on it, right in those two corners where the arc comes down and hits the face.
Yeah.
And it's all there. And
Like right here. That's why so if I do that line in the middle, it'll just do another draft. So select my face, create sketch, and I can do that on here. Or do I need to do that section?
I'm
What
not-
your
I'm not
analysis
sure
thing?
what you're doing, and it's lagging so far behind it.
All right, so hold on. Sorry. So on the opposite side, on the inside face, I'm going to draw a line between this point and out here, where that red is.
And see, I can't see where you're pointing.
Hold on. Let me.
Your mouse
here.
isn't even showing up on my screen.
There, I make it easier. Made my stuff stupider. So I need to put a line between this point and like over here on the inside face, and then draft up. That should
Yeah,
work,
I
right?
don't think I'd do that.
Okay.
I mean, it kind of would. But I'm trying to think of how you'd actually get it to model in and be decent.
It doesn't have to be decent right now. It just has to work. I'm gonna do this. Just some cleanup while I'm at it.
You know what you could do? I didn't even think of that with your little, because I never used that, and you were just using it. Can't you just grab that line that's going from the hole to the two sides,
Yeah. This
and
line.
just use your pitch tool you were using before and kind of pitch it toward the hole? That should drag the two sides up almost like a fillet.
So this line that I've got selected,
I can't see what line you
it
got
is
selected.
lagging. Holy crap!
Yeah, it's
The
lagging.
blue line there. This
Yeah.
one.
If you go to the and look in the mouse and then angle it, I'm not sure. I don't use that tool.
Yeah.
So.
No, it's a
Yeah, you
fake.
use the draft tool.
Oh, there's a parting line. There's a parting line.
That's like it's worth a try. I've never used that. I've literally never used that tool.
Never used it either. Just angle the vent one to. Yeah, I already did the.
You're gonna want to look.
Non-fam
from
says
the
just
mouth.
leave the thing. The angle I already did. Okay, that's fine then.
Stupider is a word, Amanda.
Yes, it is, especially around us.
I use it all the time. I'm stupider than you. I got to get my hair cut.
We'll go for that. I'm just cleaning it up a little. I learned things. Ah. And if I do this, oh, that makes sure the water actually beads off of it.
Sure.
Might as well. So now we've got ourselves a vent that's going to be absolutely massive to try to print. Greg has not said too much. He's just watching us make a mess, huh?
I was trying to figure out how to do my logo for OBS, and I figured it out. So doing a little multitasking.
Just thinking.
This is cool though.
Right? The only downside is now I'm now to print this thing. It's going to take a ton of filament.
Oh, dude, just go on the inside face and put a really small chamfer and do a two-sided chamfer.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
And then you just give it like a 1 degree pitch on one side, and then go all the way to the middle with the other one.
Or just do the.
You can do it the whole. You can do it the whole length, and it won't matter.
Right.
Yeah. And how big is this?
There, grab that.
Huge.
Grab that line.
It's large. Come on. I hate when it does
You're gonna have to split it up to print it, or
I'm guaranteed. I'll pull it in my thing. So fillet this.
That's cool.
No, don't fillet. Do a chamfer.
Oh.
That way you can control the two angles. It's in there right there. You just got to scroll down to that menu. Chamfer that.
Just like
now make it 2. Don't make it equidistant. Go to 2 separate lines.
Oh, okay.
And then drag the blue one way and the white one the other, and make it go.
I see.
There you go.
Let me get this fully zoomed out because I can't see what I'm doing.
Yeah. And just bring it
to far enough.
It won't let you go all the way, but that's far enough.
Yeah, and it does it on all the sides.
Nice. Then just do it on the other side. That'll be enough. That'll keep it from settling in the corners.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. So I need to do an equal distance to get my step.
Yeah, I do that just so you can see it. You don't have to, but it's easier to see it.
Oh, now it'll let me go further. Well, I need it to be equal. So, and then now I've got to get rid of these ledges up front.
Why?
See that?
They're not hurting anything.
True. But I bet I could do something here with them.
You could just back extrude them if you want.
There. Oh, I see. Now water would sit down there, though.
I would just pull that face back so you got the lip again.
Push, pull.
And leave it.
I'm lost on the push, pull.
Your extrusion. Just click on one of those 2 little face triangles, not the whole face, but the face triangle.
It's taking over the whole face.
Yeah. Turn off your sketches. Hide all your sketches.
Yep.
Because it's trying to select the sketch, not the actual
off
face.
There. No,
now
still
select
doing
the
it.
face.
Sketches are off.
Why is it still trying to get that whole face?
It's not the end of the world. It's fine.
Yeah, I just leave it. I mean, for what you're doing, it's not.
So if I take this and I go,
you should be able to print that now and be done with it.
I'm not. We'll see. Let's.
No, I mean, you know what I mean.
I didn't. I just pulled it into Prusa Slicer. I did not mean to because it's not gonna be able to handle it. It'll crash it. So here. AC duct.
So I did a real dummy yesterday again.
Mm-hmm.
I was cleaning out all my applications on my computer because I got a bunch of stuff I was like playing with. You know, I download crap all the time and play with it for a day or two and then go, nope, don't want that. That's useless to me. Or I'll leave it for a month. Anyways, I had like a half a dozen of them. I freaking dragged Idea Maker into the garbage. All my profiles all over again. Did I save them again after last time I did that and didn't save them? No.
So Greg, here's the vent, and there's my Raise 3D print space.
We're not seeing it. All we're seeing is fusion.
Are you showing something?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me.
You're still in fusion, but
Yep. I gotta reshare my screen.
that's why I just share the whole screen instead of the app.
So
Wow.
slight problem.
Just scale it down.
I can't. I can't even cut this into enough pieces. I mean,
Slice it in two, right down the middle.
right down the middle. It's already bigger than even the bottom's bigger. Look, this thing is too big.
No, do it in the diagonal of the two arcs, and then it'll fit on your printer. And then you won't need any supports because you can stand it on
Diagonal?
each end. Yep, diagonal over the arc. Can you? Oh, right, you
yeah.
can do it right in raised too. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So
The other way.
like
The other
this.
way. No, the other way. Right down the middle of the freaking arc. The other way. No. Cut your freaking ankle in half. Your foot from your leg.
Okay. Hold on. Let me reset. So I'm here. So
The other way. There you go. Right there. Done. Just like
Something
that.
like
Then
that.
you can stand it up on both ends. You won't need any supports.
the
Yeah,
issue
we
is, watch. I'll show you what
You
my
won't need
issue
any
kind
supports
of is.
except for maybe for the drain pit. And then you could stand it up and it should fit, right?
No, it still doesn't fit on the bottom. Let me.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, it looks like it's overhanging.
that elite one piece. I bet it'll fit.
No, look.
Oh, maybe it won't. Wow,
No.
that's big.
This thing's huge.
I got you now. I didn't realize the whole.
No,
oh,
the
I
whole
thought
this thing's
hard-
awesome, but I don't have a. I don't have a printer. I know someone with a printer big enough for
I
someone.
wonder if Viking got his done yet. His new printer.
Yeah,
It'll
that might take a week or two to just go to the hardware store, right?
Buy some sheet metal.
Yeah, I was going to
At this
say,
point,
dude, you could just make that out of cardboard for now.
Yeah.
right? Jeez.
Oh yeah, and you could use that what is it? The heat reflection liner. I forget what
That's
it's
a very
called.
nice looking.
Put some wax paper inside of it.
Yeah.
And then just
Right.
slice it into about 20 pieces and glue it together later.
There's the really nice hole right there, and then
Mr. Buttram here, what's that app he used
Oh,
to cut up Wiley's coin?
Yeah, there you go. Foam core and hot glue. That's what Monkey says.
right,
Foam core and hot glue.
It's
Yeah,
actually not a
that
bad
would
idea.
actually work pretty well.
Yeah.
Probably.
right. Look at that hole. So there's your angles.
Yeah, no, that'll work. I mean, you overpitched one side than the other, but who gives a crap?
No, I didn't.
inside?
They're exactly the same.
Yeah. The one on the left looks like it's deeper.
Oh, it does, huh? Right.
It could just be the view.
Could be.
It don't matter as long as it drains down. Who gives a crap?
Right. Well, that's design. Now we'll get out of that and we can go back. Oh, we have a Ron Holio here.
Oh, you dragged me in. You sent me a message to come in here, so I'm
I
here.
did. Well, I sent you a message to the wrong link too. That's the fun part.
Oh, so I'm not supposed to be here? Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're wrong.
So no, we'll save
Yeah, I'm
this
just
for.
trying to get this all set up, and I'm trying to set up right now a idea maker so I can get this print done. Oh boy.
There's no ideas here.
I still need to use Idea Maker. I have it downloaded and ready to go, but I just cheated and used Simplify 3D for my Crucible.
I'm using
Yeah, you
Idea
gotta
Maker for a
simplify
T.
3D. Yeah, you're already
I
ahead of the
prefer
game.
Idea
anyways.
Maker. More and more and more and more.
Yeah,
I love it. I'm printing TPU with it right now. It's great.
nice.
And that new dude, I gotta say, because that's what I started talking about when I deleted all my crap yesterday. Dumbass, I gotta stop doing that.
No comment.
I used the new auto bake profile maker thing they
Yeah.
have on their beta website.
Mhm.
Perfect. I have not touched it. I printed a couple things. In fact, I just printed this with it.
Oh, that's cool.
Pooch Rant. And it got a layer shift, but that's because the coil got caught. There's a layer shift like right here in the middle of his belly. And that's the stock. No stringing, no nothing. That's just I punched in the numbers for my printer and
Huh.
it asked you
Look,
half a dozen questions. I
There's
did like
hands.
1 or 2 edits, and that was it.
Oh, Mad Monkey hit the jackpot. He's telling me he found IPA at Costco, 99 for $10
That's a good deal.
for 2 liters.
Nice. That's a really good deal. What percentage?
99%.
Wow, that's really
No
good.
one's been making 99. 70 is easier to make.
Yeah.
I've been finding it.
Walmart,
I've been
$1.99.
finding 99%, but I've been having to go with.
I've been buying the 70 because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I use 99 for my small engines. It's the only reason I want the 99.
I
Right.
use the 99 for the beds. I bought a spray bottle of it from MG Chemicals on.
I prefer the 99, but 70 is fine for cleaning on a 3D printer.
Yeah.
It really is. We can't get the 99. I keep going to Walmart. Like, I got a thing that tells me when it's in stock, they won't ship it. That was actually shipped to me. It was $2 a bottle. But Walmart tells me by the time I can get in there to get it, it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go shopping.
I'm not
Trying to get
spending
there.
$10 or $11 on freaking rubbing alcohol for my printer.
Yeah.
Right.
70 is fine. I use a 90 or above for small engines because people don't realize if you run that ethyl alcohol fuel, which everybody is now, or at least 10% everywhere in the nation. If you put like a little, like a quarter of a teaspoon in a small engine tank, it'll keep it from clogging.
Hey guys, give me a moment. I just got a phone call. I gotta take care of it.
Okay.
It breaks down the ethanol because I don't know if you realize that the ethanol gums up the
Yeah.
needle valve and stuff inside a small engine.
Yeah. That's what all that gunk is.
Yeah, it just gums up. It's like diesel. It breaks away and gums up.
Right.
That reminds me, I gotta change my lawnmower. Let's see.
Yeah, if you put a little bit of, I can't tell you, I've gotten like 4 lawnmowers in the last 6 months. And people are like, oh, I can't get it running, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to throw it in the garbage. And I literally take the carburetor filter off, squirt some rubbing alcohol into the carburetor, put it back on, drain the fuel out, like a quarter of a cup of rubbing alcohol in there, fill it back up with gas, let it sit, pull start it, usually starts up in like 3 or 4 starts. If it started that easily before. And it'll run hot that first time if you put a quarter cup of rubbing alcohol in it.
Oh yeah.
It's going to run hot that first time. Yeah. But it'll just scrub all the alcohol right out of the carburetor.
I love when I get Pet G stuck to flat PEI and I have to sit here scraping it off.
Be right back.
Yeah, rubbing alcohol breaks down alcohol like nothing. It breaks it down almost instantly.
I've got isopropyl. I just don't have rubbing.
It's the same thing.
Oh, that was
Okay, let me try it. Hold on.
Rubbing alcohol and isopropyl alcohol is the same thing. Rubbing is the medical term for it, for rubbing, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
no rubbing alcohol is ethanol, methanol, and
Really?
one other.
I thought it was the same thing.
Nope. No, IPA and rubbing alcohol are different alcohols. It's predominantly still isopropyl alcohol. It just also has
Other crap?
other crap in it.
I did not know.
It'll work fine for bed cleaning though. Crap, I don't have my bag of coin cells. I don't have a 1220 in here, so much for that project.
Right. All right. So that's fixed. Now I can figure out something large to print. I still need to figure out if I'm going to spend $110 on a 4 kilogram roll from 3D Fuel to print my 600 millimeter tall collapsible sword. Because I need 4 kilograms. I already sliced it. It's ready to go. I literally need just the cheapest PLA.
Would it really kill them to put proper locking captive spade or fork terminals on these stupid things?
Yes, it would, because it would cost them another 6 cents.
I mean, this is just ridiculous. I don't even care that they're vinyl.
I usually just take a piece of heat shrink tube and shrink it over that and be done with it.
Right.
No, I'll end up throwing all this wire out probably, just putting my own stuff.
Yeah, well, if you have better wire. I usually use a little bit thicker, nicer wire anyways when I rewire them. I'm assuming that's your power supply wire, right?
Actually, I'm not quite sure because they didn't give me any instructions with this thing. They just said, here's all the parts that you need. Put it together yourself.
Oh, that's not a printer. That's something else.
No, yeah, it's a benchtop DC power supply. 30 volt, 12 amp.
Okay, don't listen to me. I'm absolutely clueless now.
Well, that's normal. Normal.
What, Lama being clueless, or?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That I'm close. Yeah. I'm pretty good with
I would take a picture of the setup I have to get a webcam-ish going, but unfortunately my phone is in use as the webcam, so I can't do that. But it's one bad breath away from toppling over on me.
Of course. Let's see. So I'm slicing something stupid
I don't know.
large. I can.
No, there's a difference. Thought rubbing alcohol and isopropyl were exactly the same thing. Learn something new every day, even in my old freaking age.
Well, you know, that's my goal in life is learn one thing new every day, and then that's it for the day. I can go and do something else.
See, here's the problem. When you get old like me, you learn one thing new every day, and you forget 10.
Yeah, basically what they do with
unfortunately.
Basically with rubbing alcohol, with the crap they put in it is to make you sick if you try to drink it. Is what they do.
Sure.
Let's see.
Because apparently that's the thing. People go and buy rubbing alcohol and try to drink it because they can't get regular alcohol, I guess. I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, you've got a better chance of drinking that though than the denatured alcohol. That's the really nasty stuff.
What is denatured alcohol? I never understood what the difference was.
It's the same idea, but it's a really nasty poison that they put in it.
Yeah, they add something to it.
Yeah, they add like
It's not a different process. I mean, I know what denatured alcohol is. I use it all the time. I just never realized
yeah,
it's more like turpentine than it is rubbing.
yeah, it is.
Hey, people drink that too.
Well, goes to show you.
Well, you know.
Right.
I'm sorry if you do stupid. Here's my attitude.
Play stupid games.
You're a kid. If you're
Your
an
attitude is just an
18-year-old
attitude.
True. Very true.
If you're 18 years old and you take and eat Tide Pods, you should not be allowed to vote. Because you're
Well,
dumb.
by that same standpoint, if you're 50 plus years old and you think a mask is an affront to God, you shouldn't be allowed to vote.
Well,
Affront to God. No, yeah, right.
yeah.
Or
Well-
yeah.
There's a reason that we're probably not going to have at least Murph next year.
Politics. Change the subject.
Yeah.
We don't talk politics.
I was
so
keeping it tangentially related to 3D printing.
let's
You have to keep in mind, guys, I was actually talking to my wife, and I only heard Llama's side of it to start with. I literally came into the, if you're 18 and you eat Tide Pods, that's where
Typical.
I came in.
Well,
And now my wife's behind me ranting about it.
what? Eating Tide Pods?
It's age discrimination. That's all that is. And frankly,
No, I was just doing it.
what's funny is the news reports
No.
I found during the whole Tide Pod generation BS. Most of the news reports I found, it was actually older people eating them,
Ooh. Yeah.
like retirement home age.
Anyway.
Llama's age. No, anyways.
Yeah.
What's that? 99?
Mhm.
Not
Nah.
that old.
Actually, I
just
think
wondering-
I'm about the same age as Llama.
Right.
Yeah, I think I got like a year or two on you.
Yeah.
That's about it. Why? What are you? 53?
Oh, okay. No, you got more than that on me. I'm 44.
Oh, I got more than 10 years on you.
You got more than 12?
No,
Okay,
got-
then you're younger than my wife.
I got 11 years on you. I'm 55.
Yeah, wife just turned 56.
Yay, wife. I married an older woman too.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that.
I never let her forget it either. She's so mad at me.
Same here, but only by 2 years. But that 2 years.
Mine's 7 months.
Oh, that's
So
not
I really make sure I stick it to her every time every chance I get. All right, I'm using the cheap cables because ain't nobody got time for this. They didn't give me any damn instructions on how to wire those. So
I don't know if I've ever been on a stream with Grubby.
I look at it this thing. Anytime I made it over 25 was like a video game bonus round.
There you go.
The fact that I fell off a 100-foot cliff when I was a kid and still here. The fact that I
explains so much.
somersaulted a Geo Metro.
Didn't you just take your rocket raccoon, rocket pack and fly off the cliff?
Yeah, I've some of the stuff I've lived through. I've got to be here to at least make somebody else's life hell. Oh, and Greg, my hardware store does not sell XT connectors.
Oh yeah, I don't think you're gonna find those anywhere unless you.
I have some. I have some XT60s somewhere.
I have XT60s. I need XT30s.
Yeah, I sent them the wrong gender.
Look in my drawer and see if I have 30. I don't know if I have 30s or something.
I ordered adapters from Amazon. They'll be here Monday. I'm just being impatient.
He's got to charge his
battery.
Hold on, just found them. They are.
If you ordered off of Amazon, make sure they actually fit together.
Right.
Oh, I know. Well, no, these are pre-made adapters.
Yeah, make sure they actually fit together and they contact and they're not just floating.
Right.
I can't tell you, 'cause I use XT30s for everything from my R3 cars.
Yeah, that's exactly what I needed.
I've gotten a bunch of those pre-made ones, all kinds. I've ordered so many from Amazon. The only ones I order now, there's a certain company that makes a black high-temperature one.
Yep.
They're the only ones that properly connect.
Kit, I live 71 miles outside of Tulsa and OKC. There are no model or hobby shops nearby. But on the plus side, that means I don't have to worry about, FCC or FAA coming in and yelling at me.
If you really want the best ones, and I hate to say it because I really don't like the company, but Hobby Lobby actually designed the XT series connectors. They own it. They actually make the best XT series.
Really, Hobby Lobby?
No, they don't, and I know this for a fact.
Hobby Lobby.
You might be thinking Hobby King.
Yeah, Hobby King might. Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Not Hobby Lobby, and I know this.
I'm pretty sure it came out.
I know it's one of them hobby mail order shops.
Because it used to be all the Dean. Remember the Dean's connectors were all the yeah, and then it changed about 5-6 years ago.
Yeah, because these are lighter, I guess.
Yeah.
Something. I don't know what the difference is. I think
lighter, and they can handle a higher amperage.
Yeah. Well, the pink, I think they are Dean's connectors. The ones that are like
they're like reddish, and they have the 90 degree. Yeah.
Yeah. Those actually, I think, get a better connection.
Yeah, they do.
But they're big and bulky and heavy, and
right.
And if you get the good black ones, like I got, on everything, and of course I have nothing here, but they're all much, much better.
Hobby Lobby, if you want stolen artifacts.
Yeah, these things. There's a lot of my cars came with this kind.
It's not Hobby Lobby if you want the stolen artifacts. It's the
Robbie
Green Foundation. It's the Green Foundation and the Museum of the Bible. Hobby Lobby is actually a separate corporate entity.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Hobby Lobby is a religious fanatic weirdo shop, huh?
Actually, the owners are, but the company in of itself, the like everybody below the owners isn't. It's weird.
Yeah. It's kind of like Maker Geeks.
Yeah.
That dude was.
Man, I still miss their clear Pet G, their crystal Pet G. That was good stuff.
That's what my light's made out of.
Huh?
My light, you can't see it. The light globe.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually crystal Pet G.
Oh, nice.
Maker Geeks can't see it, obviously.
Yep.
The light, but.
Their crystal Pet G was really good.
Yeah. Maker Geeks made for a while. When they first started out, they were kind of iffy.
Yeah.
And they had like that 3 to 5 year stint where they were actually good.
Yep.
And then they had that 3 to 5 year downgrade.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm exaggerating the timeline, but
yep.
They had a couple of years that they were making really good filament.
Yeah.
And then they got I think they got their name out and he just got overwhelmed and he was trying to make it faster than he could.
Too much. Yep. Too many orders. I mean, it was like what, $10, $12 a roll of filament when you got the deals.
And instead of being like, Dave does with the stuff, he won't take an order if he ain't got it.
Yeah.
Just don't take the order. Just don't.
Yep.
Right.
You couldn't resist the sale.
Yeah. Well, I think he got over his head and he was trying to expand, and he was spending money that he had but hadn't shipped out for yet.
Right.
If that makes sense. People were paying him, and he was spending their money to upgrade, and got himself in deep, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know any facts. That's the impression I got.
No, I think that's right. I mean, I know that a lot of people talk to him.
I know in the midst of it all, he bought like 2 more extrusion lines that he had shipped and had to assemble. You know, and then he was shipping out. I was getting all kinds of filaments toward the end.
Yeah.
We have 2 hobby towns nearby, Jack.
I order forest green and I get army green, and it's not like, you know, one's ABS, one's PLA, one's maker. You know,
For a long time there, I had like 5
clear
pure like, you know, clear filament because that was the cheapest stuff.
I bought 4 rolls of purple Raptor to build the Lamasaur with. That was the last one I ever made with him, and all 4 rolls were a slight different color. And not even a slight different color. One of them was transparent purple. One of them was semi-transparent purple. One of them was kind of a weird off purple, and the other one was like this. This is actually it.
That's funny.
It's almost like the black Amethyst or whatever that Snow Labs make. And they were all, of course, labeled the same color. The label on the rolls were the same, and yet they were completely different rolls of filament.
Yeah, that's how that pretty much how he ran his business.
I never ordered another roll from him ever again.
Well, when I quit ordering after that, remember he did that Black Friday special? Did you get him?
Yeah.
It was
got Black Fridays.
Yeah, but I think after he sat on that for like my order for like 3 months, I was like, hey, you know, either send it or give me my money back. And then he actually did both, which I thought was crazy. So that just tells you how bad his process was. You know, and I kind of felt bad. I'm like, hey, you gave me my money back and you still sent the product. So I'd be happy to, you know, charge me again. But he never got back to me after that.
I don't think he's necessarily a bad person.
He's not.
He did not know how to. If he could have gotten and hired someone to run the business and just sat on the line, he would have been better off.
Yep. Yeah, he needed a business guy too, and he wasn't one.
Yeah.
That is why I closed my business. The running of a business sucked. The work was great. The running of a business sucked.
Yep.
No, running a business wasn't an issue either. Running a business is not the issue. It's dealing with customers.
Yes.
I didn't have that much problem with my customers. I had pretty good customers, mainly because I contracted out to yacht brokers.
Other businesses.
I didn't have to deal with the idiots that actually own the boat. I just dealt with the broker.
I was doing a customs T-shirt and hard product sublimation thing, and the customers I had actually weren't that bad, but except for the fact that they could not understand the cost.
Oh yeah. Well, customers never understand the cost. My wife makes quilts, and that's the reason she doesn't do it.
Well, they had to cancel
for a living is because they can go to Target and buy a blanket for $20. They don't understand that a handmade quilt costs $500.
Right, because the values have changed.
Yeah, I ran my own business on and off over the years doing construction, and it's just anytime I got a halfway decent job offer, even if it was a little less money, I always took it because I hated the whole paperwork end of it. I don't mind going to work for 8 hours and doing my job and busting my ass, but I got to come home after that and then do all the paperwork.
Yep.
And running a business in the Pacific Northwest was easy because you did your taxes with an LLC. You did your taxes the same time you did your normal taxes.
Yeah.
Here in Oklahoma, I had to file a tax report every 30 days with the state.
Yeah, we're every 60 here.
And it's like, that's just insane.
And you didn't
especially since I hardly get any sales.
They always did the 60-day tax thing. You don't have to send any money on that estimated tax.
Yeah.
Right.
But they highly recommend it so you don't get nailed at the end of the year, which they're absolutely right.
Well, and my
taxes. I got nailed at the end of the year for like 10 grand more than once.
Exactly. And see, that was the other problem is at the end of the year, it made my taxes almost impossible to do.
Yeah.
Hey, SPC.
I just couldn't. It's not even just the taxes. It's just all the paperwork. I could do the paperwork. That's what I did for the large company out on Long Island. But that's all I did. I mean, I still puddled around and went into people's houses. And I was going to send a crew in because, one nail pop came out of a piece of trim. I'd go fix that myself.
Oh, and
Yeah.
I got tired of dealing with the.
It's paperwork. That's all.
I do not have to pay Prague city limit taxes because my business is not in the city limits,
Oh yeah.
and I constantly had to fight that.
Yeah, the city I was in, they wouldn't give me a business license to operate out of my home. They said, "Oh, or I was like, that's fine. I've got a boatyard that I have an office at in another city that I have office space I can use, so I'll just go get the license from them. Not a problem." So I did that, and then damn it, every year I got a freaking business tax from the city that wouldn't give me a license, and every year I had to go down to City Hall and fight and explain to them that I don't owe them the business tax. Property tax because my business is located in another city and I'm paying the tax there. Here's the receipt. Now leave me alone. They did that for probably 3 years after I didn't even live there anymore and closed my business after I moved to Indiana. They're still sending me tax bills. I'm like, good God, people.
Every now and then I still get calls from the state asking why I haven't filed my taxes for this year, for this month. And it's like, I let my business close down 3 years ago.
Thanks for reminding me about that. I need to go file my taxes for this year. I paid them, so I get to November, but I need to send the forms in. Otherwise, they start getting on me. for not
And
sending
Kit,
them.
the Profi subscription box, they did the same thing to me. They randomly canceled my subscription, and every time I ask them why, it's, oh, give us a few days and we'll let you know. It's been 6 months now.
Profile? Which is profile?
Hey Ron, if you're there, I can have 10, so not a big deal.
Profi, Filament 1.
Yeah,
Is that what?
that's interesting.
Yeah,
So I
that
want to
Filament
subscribe to theirs.
Oh, and I love the box, because I love the fact that it's whole spools.
Yeah,
But
see,
yeah,
that's
it was-
where.
It was the Profi box for $45 a month, roughly.
Yeah, that's what I want.
And I loved it, but at the beginning of the year, they screwed up my subscription, and every month since they've said, "Oh, we'll figure it out," and it's never been resolved.
I gotta figure out what I'm gonna feed Mom for dinner.
Food.
Yeah, to figure out what I'm
Well, I got a can of is that Dinty Moore or is that Alpo?
Alpo.
Same difference.
Yeah.
Actually, there was a point they were the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I had a friend who worked at the Alpo factory in Western Washington, and they're owned by the same company.
Probably standing there and making it with my bed, like really getting obnoxious.
See, I didn't hear anything about that. Talking about Kit. Apparently, Filament One's having some of the same issues Maker Geek did.
That's not good.
There we go.
A lot of places, especially if you're overseas, they got forcibly shut down.
Yep. Yes, they did.
Yeah. Welcome to the times.
Right.
Yep.
It's surprising how many U.S. custom-ish filament makers have popped up, though.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for us, it's kind of nice. It sucks for our Canadian and our overseas friends, but
No, I know, but I mean, literally in the beginning, there was Maker Geeks and then Protopasta, and that was it for U.S.-made filament.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of people saying we are
damn
U.S.
expensive for what they sell.
They were a U.S. company rebranding Chinese filament. It wasn't made here.
right.
And then, Village Plastics, they do a lot, but they just started direct selling, but I guess
Well, I think
people-
hasn't Bush Plastics been around for a while?
yeah, Bush
Yeah,
Plastics,
I've ordered from them. Well, I haven't ordered from them directly.
they're one of
I've
the.
been provided.
They were actually, if I remember correctly, they were actually a Chinese import that got a line and started making their own. Not positive on that, but if I remember correctly,
Yeah.
they were an importer,
They're based out of Arkansas.
kind of like
Yeah, they
Dave
are.
did.
They're Arkansas.
Yeah.
I have a ton of their stuff. When we were doing our PPE effort, that's what we were using. We
Yeah.
ordered over 3,000 kilograms.
Wow.
And I
It's
think
good stuff.
been around forever, but they're more of a rebrand.
It was. There were some issues with some of it. I mean, they're making it as fast as they could, so
Yeah.
there was issues. I still have, I don't know, 15 3-kilogram rolls left over because I overstocked because I was the lead maker. Then when they told me to shut down, I kept going. Because
Would you hear what Zolan said about Oklahoma with PPE? They can't use.
Yeah, they can't, which is frustrating. But I mean, I understand
our governor
it.
flat out said if you are a medical establishment, including the nursing homes, you are not allowed to accept DIY PPE anymore.
Wow.
And yet these places are still being shorted PPE.
Yeah, that's what's. I mean, it's one thing if you can provide it, but I mean, it's
that's
well. Our big thing in Colorado was,
and I'll admit, I've had a couple places come to me under the table and ask for it.
Yeah.
The
biggest thing that we did to get the approval, because we didn't have approval, was do our standard operating procedures to make sure from the second it comes off that printer, it's completely protected all the way to the hospital.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is thing that not a lot of the big efforts did.
We had to. Not us, but we drop it off at a tent outside the hospital, and then they would have these dunk tanks, and they would just dip them in there.
So
I actually delivered it in Ziploc baggies that had 99% alcohol still.
Yeah, we did that too, but they didn't trust our
no, but then they could dump it out. They could, they dump it out, and then they do their process as well, and you just know it's without a doubt.
Yeah.
So what we did, we had a full supply chain set up. So Push Plastic would ship. It would all your film would appear. You print your stuff, and you do like a weekly drop at either a local makerspace or a drop-off point. And then every other day, we actually had Colorado Civil Air Patrol involved doing our drives because it was state of emergency, and they're able to. And they would come pick up, take it to a central warehouse. It would go through quality control. If it did not pass quality control, it wouldn't go out. We would ship it. We would air fly it to rural hospitals. I mean, just massive. We did the Navajo Nation. We sent 20,000 to the Navajo Nation.
I can drop it off
our
at the
effort
res.
was huge. Yeah,
the reservations will take it still, but instead of dropping it off, I actually just emailed them a whole bunch of instructions on how to do it themselves, and that's what
we've got those too. We had 2,000 people in our effort.
Considered a reservation.
Sorry, what was that?
I said, isn't like half the state of Oklahoma now considered still part of a reservation?
3/4.
Yeah, so you're good.
But it has to be actually a reservation ran medical establishment, which unfortunately they're getting screwed in other ways.
Yeah,
exactly, Kit.
All right, let's see. GPU print going well.
Yeah, non-fam. I understand why they would prefer medical to not use DIY PPE, but they're not being given any. That's the other problem.
No,
our governor, about halfway through was it March, April-ish? Mm-hmm. He's standing in a warehouse surrounded by boxes supposedly filled with PPE, saying he's going to get it out. Uh-huh. And to this day, even Integris hospitals are saying they never got any.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Sitting here trying to figure out why the chat's not updating on my little pop-out window.
Because StreamYard's having issues.
Oh. No, he said pop-out.
Oh,
he's actually looking at the YouTube one.
Yeah, I was still had the chat up from the old stream.
Oh.
I did that at first.
What you guys are talking about?
I did a couple minutes ago. I noticed the same thing. I was like, "What the hell's going on?" I just did the same thing. Pooch rant.
Oh my God, the feels like it's 112.5.
It looks like one of those little muscle men guys. You remember those, Llama?
It is.
Sprint Armstrong?
It's actually
I got a bunch of those guys in my
modified. Zebra core is like default little dude.
Oh, okay.
And then I added muscles to it and did a whole bunch of stuff and sort of half-assed put Pooch's face on it.
Someone said something about.
But it's a troll. It's their base troll. Basically like arms, legs, the hands, the feet, and the head.
Oh, gotcha.
You got to add to all the features to it. There's no like muscles or pants or.
Did you do a work hockey version too?
No, this is because Pooch was talking about how he wants a Pooch rant. monster.
Yeah.
So I was planning on doing it earlier, but then Mother Nature decided to shut my power down for 6 days, so
Right.
kind of didn't do a whole lot of modeling.
Oh, come on. Just draw.
I actually did some of that.
There you go.
I've gotten really bad at drawing since computer.
Yeah.
I
Justin,
used to be
you
really
need to
good
pull
at
up your pants again.
drawing. That's what that was
Always.
hard to me.
Thanks.
I can't draw anymore.
Actually, it was Kit who noticed.
Oh. Well,
Say no to crack, kids.
at least what's left of it.
Yeah.
There used to be the mountain bike thing. We used to say, get your kids involved in mountain biking. They won't have any money for drugs.
Yeah.
Now it's get your
Same
kids all the 3D
Now,
printing.
now it's drones.
Wow. Oh no, you want to make sure your kids can never afford drugs? Get them involved in dog showing.
No,
Yeah.
I think I'd have to
Horses.
do drugs to watch dog shows.
Horses.
Which group knows?
I like dogs and everything, but dog shows are boring. I need drugs
Shirt
to watch
change.
it.
Dog shows are boring? No. Confirmation's boring. Agility, dock diving, rat hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 minutes of that, I'd be like, click, 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 click.
Once a
Sorry.
year at
Lower
Thanksgiving.
cursing.
It's like watching golf to me.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I got pretty into bowling years ago.
Can't watch bowling. I used to
Oh,
like
I love it. I'll sit there and watch it for
can't
hours.
watch it.
I
I don't really
like to actually
watching
go
it.
bowling.
It's pointless to me. If I'm not playing, why am I watching it?
I can't afford to play it.
My work of art.
Like football.
Yeah.
Let's go get all this
And
money
there
to
it
watch
is.
play football. I don't want to watch you play football. I want to go play football by damn self.
Don't clean your room up, kid.
Mama rant. Mama rant.
Yep.
Caution, caution.
And actually, this is one area I think Llama and I are on the same page.
Yeah.
I hate watching sports or even racing because it's like, now I want to go do it myself now,
Yeah.
and I can't.
Racing, I put on the TV. Like, even bicycle racing sometimes, motorcycle racing, I'll just put on in the background. And then you hear, oh my God, and you hit the rewind on the DVR.
Yep.
Right?
Watch whoever crash and break bones and then be like, oh, that was
Yeah.
cool. I can
That's
do
the
it.
best part usually, right?
But I mean, you don't hear in golf too often, oh my God, unless the guy got like a hole in one. It's like,
Or you got eaten by an alligator trying to fall out of
That
the water trap.
yeah.
Or at least
I've
your hand
always
got
said we need to
I gotta
combine
do-
golf and lacrosse.
Yeah, I gotta say, watching a guy get a hole in one sometimes, like you see it on the news or something, and he does this amazing shot. That's always cool, but that's like the extent of me watching golf is that 30-second clip. Done. Can't watch anymore. Boring.
So that's what's nice about bowling is, I mean, nobody in golf ever has 18 holes in one in a row, but you can get a guy watch a guy bowl a 300.
That's true.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Perfect
he's
game.
drunk off his ass doing it.
Well, there's
What the
that.
hell movie was that? What was it? With,
Kingpin.
Yeah.
Harrelson.
Season. Oh, I died
Great
laughing
movie.
at that movie. Now I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. That was like old.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
That was a great movie. I laughed my ass off on that.
Yeah, I had Woody, right? From
Yeah.
Yep.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Woody
it was
Harrelson.
Woody and Randy Quaid.
Oh, that's right, Randy Quaid. Yeah.
I didn't even want to watch it, and a friend of mine goes, "Man, I heard it was really funny, and I got it cheap. It's back in the so it's old because it was videotaped.
It's one of the few awkward
Judge
comedy
Earl
films
as
that
well.
I actually like.
And we
Yeah.
watched that, and I was like, "Holy crap, that's funny!"
Yeah,
Woody
we've never-
Harrelson, Randy Quaid, Vanessa Angel, and Bill Murray.
Oh, Bill Murray. That's right.
Bill
yeah.
Murray was funny in that movie.
Yeah.
When did that come out? I haven't been late.
I just looked it up. Hang on, 1996.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say 95. I thought it was.
96. Wow, and we're calling that old.
I know. I'm like, that ain't old. That's new.
We are old. That's
96 is 24 years ago.
That's nuts.
That's a long time.
I knew it was over when I
That's
heard
older
9
than
Inch
Kevin.
Nails Closer on an oldie station.
Oh no.
I wish I was joking.
Uh,
Oh, and I have heard Ministry Stigmata as Muzak in an elevator.
what?
Oh God, no.
Well,
Okay, now I'm officially injured and hurt.
Welcome to my sticky note stream. Then you can just crumble it up and throw it out.
but it's a bummer because there really isn't classic rock anymore. I mean,
No,
There isn't.
no sound near that even. I'm so disappointed.
No, there are a
Eagles.
few, but they're not as popular.
Yeah,
Is
One
it
or
Tea
two
Party?
I've heard recently that were I was
That
surprised.
are not covered bands. Cover bands.
There was also the band that keeps getting mistaken as Led Zeppelin.
Yes.
They're new,
Hmm.
newish.
I haven't heard of them.
Van something. Van.
this was janky as hell.
God, what was the name of that band? People kept saying they were a ripoff, but they're not.
Hey, the lights on.
Let's still put down that layer.
Robert, yes, Greta Van Fleet.
Never heard of them.
Hmm.
There's a few decent new music. I mean, I'm a classic rocker because I'm old anyways, but most of this new stuff all sounds the same to me.
Tool.
Oh, Tool's always good though.
I am
Yeah, I
certainly
think
not.
one of my favorite songs from them is "Sober." That video alone is just creepy as hell.
Someone
Really?
broke
That was my.
That was a
son.
heck of a story,
He decided to chime in a little bit.
right?
That was not classic rock, man.
Hey, Tom.
It was
Hey,
baby
Llama.
rock.
Llama.
Well,
8675.
309. I know that one.
No, that was Screamo that we just heard.
No, I'm putting a song in Llama's head that's going to drive him insane for a couple
No,
hours.
it's actually that's one of those classic rock bands I was never. I mean, I don't dislike them, but that's one of the songs I never.
If you listen to the radio at all in that time period,
Yeah,
so the problem is
yeah.
my dad in the 80s played in cover bands in Alaska.
Mhm.
So I have heard all those songs ad nauseum as I'm trying to go to bed for school.
I'm not. I was one of those that never listened to a band necessarily. I either liked the song or I didn't. I didn't care who the band was.
Yeah.
I either liked it or I didn't.
We used to
That-
listen to the whole.
Michael
whole
Jackson, just so you know, Michael Jackson is not classic rock.
No, it's
He's
pop.
king
It's
of
pop.
Yeah. You know who I like?
I'm gonna have
Yeah.
ice cream while I listen to this
It is
conversation.
classic rock.
They don't get played a whole lot anymore, but I like. You remember Rush and Roll the Bones?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Rush.
Yeah, you know, my
Canadian band.
wife says every song of Rush sounds the same.
Yes, I agree
And
with that.
she,
Yeah, it does.
she just
I'm
said
sorry,
again, they
I
do.
agree. It's kind of like Boston. All
Yeah.
3 albums, I can't tell you. I mean, I like all the Boston songs; they're all good, but I couldn't tell you which song came off of which album is which, and they all sound the same to me. They're all good.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's funny. We're complaining about music and stuff and how they're labeled. Will Wheaton, alternative new wave stations that play Sting's solo work. What the are you doing? Sting's work with the police does not make his light jazz solo work.
Yeah.
You got an ice cream cone?
And
you
I
back?
love how everybody still to this day thinks that what
was
song
good.
is it that
I want one of
that the
them.
police did that was a big hit for them?
Every breath you take.
Yeah, it's actually a stalker song. It is
and
not
he
a love
flat out
song.
admits it. He
Yeah.
flat-
Oh, ice
By
cream.
the way, Melodus Brothers made a creepier
They go
version
on.
of that song.
Oh, really? I'd be interested to hear.
What do you think?
And
Oh,
all they
yeah.
did was
Showing us ice cream
change the
for-
Booty
key
Blues,
and they
Pink
slowed it
Floyd,
You
down.
have
Led
goldfish on top of it?
Why are
No,
you showing
it's
us Pink Bunny?
strawberry shortcake, blue bunny ice cream cone.
Yeah, why are you showing us Blue Bunny ice cream? Now you're making me
Wow.
hungry.
He had an ice cream cone. and
Hey,
it was-
Llama started it.
I want an ice cream cone now.
I'm not allowed to.
I got an ice cream cone in the house. I
We're
just
not
don't
allowed
like-
to have them here.
You want-
Why you eat too many of them?
Keto house.
Ah.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
Oh, you poor
Why? I get steak almost every other day.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, steak can only take you so far.
I can have bacon every day, twice a day.
So
That
You
is
can
the
have
one-
eggs every damn day.
That is the one nice thing about keto is
You know the difference is, Owen? I can have all that every day if I want to. And I can have ice cream.
Yeah, but I'm actually losing weight in the quarantine.
Yeah, well, that's what I need to do because I'm
Unfortunately, in my neck of the woods, I can't get half the stuff I want for keto because of the stupid quarantine.
We're actually having to mail order a ton of stuff, and I'm already a prepper, so we had over a year's worth of food
Oh, you're
on
already
hand.
preset, yeah.
We started
And
that
literally,
Hello Fresh.
just before the lockdown initially happened, we just bought like $2,000 worth of meat.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't.
That thing where you like
I
buy
think
a
that
cow.
was just
We're
because-
actually we're saving up right now to buy half a cow.
Yeah.
That's
well.
I'm surrounded by ranchers, so
Let's
it's
just put it this
easy for
way.
me.
I don't store food.
I
We buy
ordered
meat from Chile, so.
Old food is not good food. If it sits in the freezer more than 6 months, throw it out.
Yeah.
No,
No,
Nope.
not unless you vacuum seal it.
right.
Don't care. Still
We
get
have stuff in our freezer that's like
Now,
5
now
years
keep in
old.
mind, in Llama's defense, he did just have a week-long power outage, so all his food's pretty much gone right there.
Yeah, you can have-
Yeah.
The good thing is I have not turned on the big freezer yet, and I'm not gonna.
I'm saying we've got 2 big freezers.
Yeah, well, I've got like a 7 foot tall, 4 foot
Yeah.
wide like, restaurant freezer my mother bought in the 70s that we still were running.
Oh man, that power bill.
Those are the good
Yeah,
ones.
I'm like, there's no point in turning this thing on. My mother's like, oh, yeah. Now
We bought a generator just for the freezers and our AC units. That's it.
Nice.
I've got to say, I love the bottom drawer freezers over like side by sides of the old tops, but they are smaller. They're less.
well. Not only that, they're
And I think we're going to come up short when I actually start.
they're
buying
less efficient than a top freezer, top mount freezer.
And if you have a bad back, they suck.
Oh yeah.
I still like it better. Generally I like the refrigerator better, but they're smaller, and I'm going to have to.
He's talking about the drawer
probably,
freezer.
but I am not going to
I
fire
can't
up
do 'em.
that 7 foot tall monstrosity freaking restaurant walk-in thing. Ain't happening. I'm going to go out and get a little, I won't get a case. I hate the case freezers because all the crap sits on the bottom, and then 20 years later you dig it out.
Electronic body music. Yes, I know what EVM is.
But I'll get a small, like apartment size.
Yeah, but a chest freezer, man.
I hate chest
No
freezers.
power.
Yeah, they are the most efficient for sure.
I'm gonna drop off. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay.
Family
See you,
zone.
Here, Greg.
It's buried on the bottom of them.
I gotta go change my nozzle and pop my
That's
SD card in and get a print going.
Gotta go pull
That's
your
what
Even
you
though it
calling
says
it
it's
now?
going to be 8 hours,
going to
yet
play
even
with-
at a 4mm nozzle, it says it's going to take 8 hours. So
Yellow and green is ground, right? For AC.
Sure.
sometimes, depending on
I
what unit
wouldn't
it is.
trust it.
Is it true that Blockbuster's trying to come back? I heard something.
Yeah,
about
the last
Yes.
Blockbuster is now is now Airbnb. You can rent a place in there. It's only for a day or two, if I remember correctly, and you have access to all their movies that you want. And people still go in there and rent movies
I heard
too.
Blockbuster, the company, is trying to come back. They never actually closed. They became really
No,
small.
they did close, but they got
They did.
purchased.
Is that what it is? Whatever. Which
Well,
means they never
Blockbuster
really
went
closed.
through 3 rounds. So
Whatever.
Blockbuster themselves
I heard they're
were going under. They got bought out by Viacom.
Okay.
Viacom
so-
dropped their butts, and they ran for a few more months, and then they were filing for bankruptcy again. Then, guess who bought them up? Dish Network bought
Right.
them up. Now I don't know
Grubby,
who owns them now, but
green is typically ground. You are correct in that.
It's the green and yellow was throwing me because this thing's got wired up for like
Yeah.
European colors. So I'm not.
Yeah, in Brazil, yellow is one of your phases, and green is your protected earth ground.
Yeah.
But you haven't said anything about a neutral. So are we?
Well,
We're
I
must be
gotta-
talking
I gotta-
DC.
It's brown hot, blue neutral, and yellow green is.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, that is Canada.
Oh, okay, sure. And this is a Chinese company, so why not?
Hey, Jerry's here.
Actually, if you want, I
found.
found you an infographic on all the different countries and their wiring setup.
Oh no, I'm good.
A Walmart burger.
Probably got lying around somewhere, to be honest with you.
What's a Walmart burger? Oh, one of them boxed, pre-formed frozen burgers. Those sometimes aren't bad because they actually use halfway decent beef. They just destroy it.
I tell you, the BJ's, they sell their little preformed burgers. They sell their sirloin, ground sirloin.
Yeah, the actual sirloin. They're actually pretty good. You know what's cheaper? Getting your own damn sirloin. Just eating the damn steak. It's almost the same price.
Yeah,
I just ate two
Well,
sirloin tips.
we did cooking out.
Mini tips. They were $2 a piece, about that big. I don't know. They were so cheap, but they were freaking tasty. That's what I had for dinner last night.
Nice. I just picked up some really nice big T-bones at the raw meat section for like $10 a piece, and the fillet on them is almost the same size as the strip. It's really impressed.
$10 is a little pricey though. Good. I like them, but
Well, I mean, for the size they were, it was it's basically 2 steaks. So I'll take that for $5 steak.
I'm one of those that don't get me wrong. I love a good steak, but you hand me a hamburger, I'm just as freaking happy. Yeah. I like hamburgers and
Using the yellow shoulder.
I like beef a lot. Pork chops are all right if they're done so they're tender. Pork chops on the gas grill. It's a lot easier on a gas grill than it is charcoal. It's one thing I've discovered. If you get it really hot and you buy the ultra thin pork chops and you literally slap them on there, you hear it sizzling, you flip it over, you hear it sizzling, you take it off. They are freaking good. Yeah. The hell was that?
We're chopping a long
Oh.
time. I love it.
Oh, my dogs are playing in the background.
Oh, I was gonna say it sounds like someone panting.
Well,
Well, and
There's
yeah,
a
I
reason-
got
there's a-
one of the girls.
there's a reason
one of
he's
the
got a
girl dogs is
cartoon up.
next to me as well, and she is panting. She wants to play,
Yeah. We used
but
to
she doesn't
live-
like the boys because the boys are constantly, well, they're boys.
Yeah. We used to live next door to an old fashioned meat butcher, back in the day. And
What do you mean back in the day? We have
Yeah.
those all around us.
yeah, we don't have them around here no more. Anyway, my brother ran the restaurant and was always, he'd buy his fresh meat from me. Why not? And it wasn't that much more expensive. So all the time he'd come over, the guy would come over. They were like, my brother and this dude were buddies, like growing up kind of crap. So he'd come over and hang out and drink beers. We're talking, I'm like 12, 13 years old and they're, 20.
Drinking
And he used to bring this stuff that he'd grind up like Layman Young and make hamburger kind of crap out of it. Oh my God, all the stuff he used to bring all the time. The best thing he ever used to make is we used to go out, everyone used to go deer hunting in the season back then. No, this area is overpopulated, but you could bring him a deer and for $300 he'd clean it, prep it, do all the stuff, but he'd make you these hamburger sausages out of some of the meat. It was basically, he'd call it useless. It was so lean, it doesn't have any flavor. It's kind of tough because it's so lean. I'm not sure. I think it's the back of the leg or something. I don't know. But he'd make these venison sausages out of them. That it was hamburger, but it's sausage. Oh my God, were they good?
Yeah, we did all that stuff ourselves. Growing up.
He'd do it, he'd do it for a couple $100 and he'd do everything. You shoot the deer, you bring it, you drop it off, you come back the next day, it's all clean, gutted, ready to go, sliced up, all ready for your freezer.
That's
One of those, Actually, I think they used to hang it for a couple of days first or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not big on all that.
Yeah,
It's I hated Jerry.
I don't mind eating it. I just have not into shooting. Just doesn't thrill me. It's like turkey hunting. I know where the turkeys are. They're in the freezer section in the grocery store. I don't need to go out in the woods and hang out at 4 o'clock in the morning to shoot the damn thing. They're in the grocery store. Anyway, I think I'm going to kill because I got to go figure out what I'm going to feed Mom, and it's already 5:30.
Don't have too much fun.
Agreed, Jerry. In fact, I'm going to go get a beer.
What's the matter?
Sounds like a plan.
Mhm.
I went and got myself another case of Corona.
Drink a beer.
Nice.
I haven't had a beer in a while. My brother's trying to offer me a beer today. Anyway, I'm out. See you
Later.
later.
Take care, Llama.
Chef Llama's gone.
So one of my friends just said that they still don't have power, and now they're saying they won't have power till Monday.
Oof.
Nice. Where's this at?
Iowa, near Clinton, Iowa.
Hmm.
They got hit by that storm that almost no station's talking about.
Oh, geez. Well, there's other things to talk about,
Hey, snaps in there. Love it when that happens.
Careful, don't break anything.
Well, too late for that.
Right?
What the hell? The damn squirrels don't line up to us. Oh, apparently they're side specific. Okay, sure. I don't know why you would put the vent on the front, but whatever.
That's not good. You're not allowed to have power outages. How's my GPU printing? Very nice. Got another 20 minutes on this Rook. Oh. Posted for Wednesday live stream. Nice.
What time, Jerry? I should probably go, because I need to schedule mine and I haven't yet.
There you go.
And I need to, because I actually have guests.
Right? They're saucy.
So first I can delete that. Create a broadcast.
There's a fire about 20 miles northwest of us. So even with the air purifier running and the really nice AC filter, it's not helping. Not going outside. They issued an air quality alert. Nice.
Yeah, we're underneath the heat advisory right now.
Dang.
Just a little bit ago, we were at 94 Fahrenheit for actual temp, but 112.5 for real feel.
Nice. Toasty.
And I do not deal with heat well.
Neither do I.
Nope. I'm a little too well insulated to deal with heat well.
I grew up in Alaska.
Oh, fun. All right, I need to go find a power cable.
What are you building? I missed it.
It is a DC benchtop DC power supply, 60 volt, 60 volt, 12 amp. Obviously adjustable. I don't know how good it is though, so I'm gonna fire it up and put my tester on it, see if I'm actually getting what it says I'm getting.
So I have a 0 to 16 volt adjustable 30 amp. Oh, sorry, 50 amp sitting right here next to me.
I would have.
You're breaking up really bad.
Yep.
Yeah, I went in the closet. It cuts it out. So the Bluetooth antenna is on the back side of my computer.
Same.
I would have liked to have found a 20 amp, but I didn't want to spend the money that it would take to get one. So I just accepted that I was going to get a 12 and
apparently my internet is being trashed right now. I cannot get this picture to load.
Looks like it might be big enough.
I'm trying to get a picture for my thumbnail. OneNote screen clip to the save.
John Mac, we didn't even say the special words.
Hey, John Mac.
John Mac. And that's my son telling you hi, because if somebody says hi, he'll say hi back.
Hi there.
Easy now. Luckily, he can't hear you.
What was that?
I'm sure somewhere I'm getting laughed at for using a really high quality Fluke test lead set with an ideal meter from Home Depot, but you know what? I'm cheap. I think the test leads cost as much as the meter did.
Right.
Oh, good God! Hang on a second.
So I'm gonna get my 2 other enclosures done. I think I'm gonna put a shelf above them for more stuff to put up there as I print. Put my rep box up there because it's sitting here where it should be over there.
Ooh. The Blinkama thing came on the front.
Most people.
Hey. Let's see. Alright, so I'm getting 5 volts out the front of it. Let's find out. Oh, look at that. I got 4.99 volts on the front of the power supply, and I got 5.01 volts on the front of my meter. Hey, good enough for the girls I go out with.
Right.
Justin, you a-hole. Look what you made me do. You made me have to go grab my Haagen-Dazs.
Perfect. That was the plan. That was the
Made
full
you grab
intent.
your tool.
Was that on? Didn't hear you there.
Nothing.
Oh. Thought you said something there.
Yeah,
I did, but it was
he screamed.
Cool. Oh, sorry. That's fine.
You're good.
Will, stop screaming.
It's
Sweet. I think this will work out nicely. I bought this because where'd my box of goodies go? This was going to be my project for the weekend. Close that
Yeah.
before I dump ferrules all over the counter.
Oh.
I've got an SKR, another SKR in here. I've got a BTT 002. I've got
I got one of those.
the little power recovery boards that they make in here. What all did I get? I basically got everything that they, the power off relays, and I'm going to try to get the MMU2 working with the SKR board.
Wow.
We know how it works with that.
So, but I didn't want to tear my. The issue is that Marlin doesn't recognize more than 2 serial ports. But I was looking at the Zero Beasts firmware. This is just better documented than freaking Pruker's. And it looks like the MMU2 uses an SPI interface, which if that's true, then there's an SPI on the SKR board.
that is correct.
But looking at the EINTE wiring, it looks like that interface for the MMU2 is just a regular RS-232 type serial connection. So I got to figure out what's actually going on there.
Right.
But hopefully I can use that SPI and not go crazy. If it doesn't work, I have an I2C to RS-232 converter board that I can also hook up to the I2C interface on the SKR and try to get that working. So
Nice.
My wife just
this
saw
came
my-
in today.
phone webcam
Finally.
set up and said, "What the hell is that?" Ooh, just the
Is that
angle.
TNC? Hello? Is that a TNC?
Oh, to me? Your house?
Yes.
No. No, it's Motorola to Kenwood adapter.
Ah,
Nice.
Yeah, I had to get it for the stupid radio. So because I already had a Kenwood microphone hookup, so I went out and found that. But they
My
charged
work is getting
$19
ready
for that little piece. of
my
equipment.
work is getting ready to retire 300 Motorola DMR turbo radios.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
What do they do with them when they retire them?
Unfortunately, they have a habit of selling to a bulk wholesale purchase.
That's rude.
But I'm gonna see if I can.
Grab a dozen or so.
No, they won't part them out. Unfortunately, they'll only do it in one whole batch.
Oof.
But I want to find out what their current bid is and see if it's within my realm.
Right. Only $100,000 later, right?
Well, the thing is you can resell one of those radios for about $300 right now.
Oh, geez.
It's just one.
Yeah.
They're beautiful radios. Motorola's are. If I don't have one because it's just too much money.
Oh, and they have a 24 channel LMR.
Mm. Really?
Well,
24
let's-
channel. Nice.
Let's zoom in
Yeah.
on Mr. Ice Cream Guy.
My barrel fell apart when I was eating it.
It was just the timing. Oh,
Yes, it
yep,
was
there's
perfect.
the BTT rubber duck.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a BTT 002 board that is shelved because I had an issue with it and I didn't want to deal with it. So
I think I have 6 of those rubber ducks
I have 2 sitting right under my monitor.
because
Zero for me.
like what I've done with drones, I jumped in both feet with the 3D printing and didn't do enough research to know that the SKR boards are not the
I
highest
like-
quality.
No, they aren't. But so far, I have 2 of them. I like.
I only had one SKR board give me issues,
Yeah.
and the issue is it keeps frying drivers.
Yeah.
Wow.
I can use the same firmware on another board of the same make and model with no issues. So it's an issue with the board.
All I have is this board kicking right here, and I haven't even installed it yet. I've been so busy.
What is it?
The TH3D motherboard.
The Easy board.
Yeah, the Easy Board Lite.
Yep, I have one of those as well. It's going on my Ender extender if I ever get it completed.
I've been told it's worth it's worth putting it on.
The added thickness of the copper layers in the PCB make a big difference.
Mm-hmm. And also, they told me that, with the new boards versus what Creality was doing, is they went over every solder joint to make sure the solder was enough solder there so
Yep.
it doesn't break. I was like, right there is quality.
Oh, yeah.
And he says you should have no problem running, whatever you call it on it, Octoprint.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
it's modified for Octoprint too.
If you're using their firmware, he's already increased the buffers on it. To give you a word of warning, though, if you cancel a print because it's got the larger buffer, it takes longer for it to actually stop.
I have that same issue on my Pies. Just a slight longer.
Right. On the SKR boards, I stuck with the default buffer, and I've had no issues.
See, I had a problem with my printers where all of a sudden I'm printing, and then as soon as I hit a certain layer height, boom, the printer would just stop.
What's up,
was that-
Marcel?
Was that with the default board? Or, well, I don't even know what printer
That
we're
was the
talking about.
default board for Creality. And
Ender
apparently it has something to do with a solder joint that could be damaged.
Oh,
They break easy.
yeah. My first printer, a Saint Smart Ender 3, the main board died within the first week. Popped the extruder driver.
I can understand what you mean. I can't remember his name now.
Marcel?
No, 3D printing guy.
That's
3D
Jerry.
printing painting,
Jerry.
Jerry. I do agree with you on the part that you can't change the drivers. But at the same point, he made it that way because the firmware that he puts out
Yes.
only works with those drivers. He doesn't have a firmware that works with the newer drivers because it can't. There's something about it that he said it just doesn't work.
And Doug, I have 4 Octoprint setups currently running
Yep,
that run
I've
to
got
a VM that's running OctoFarm.
I need to get Octofarm set up.
And then I have
Was
that
your
running
printer
to
set
an
up?
open.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then I have
One
that
of these
running to an
days.
OpenHAB instance, which can control the power that is running to the printers and monitor to tell me how much they're using.
Someone
That I
told me I should get some Alexa. I should get some power plugs, set them up on Alexa,
Yep.
so that if any of my printers ever have an issue, I can have Alexa power them down without a fire starting in the
So
house.
I'm using
That's
Wemo
actually-
only for my lights, and that I like because it's app based.
I have Zoo's appliance Z-Wave modules between all of my printers, and
Right.
I can, thanks to OpenHAB controlling that, I can tell my Google, I can tell Alexa, I can tell all of my voice assistants to turn them on or off, and it can. I also have a rule set that if I have a virtual switch set to the off position, which it's defaulted to off, when a print ends and the hot end reaches below 50C, it powers off the printer.
Yeah, that's good.
But if I switch that to on, the virtual switch on, it won't do it. So that way, if I'm doing printing back to back, I don't have to wait for it to reheat.
Yeah, makes sense. I gotta go and check on my printer. I set it for 200. Now I gotta turn it up to 20 and then tighten the nozzle on.
Nice.
Good old fun of
Yeah,
putting on the
if
V6.
you cancel the print in Octoprint and then hit stop print on the printer, it will immediately stop. But but you have to do it in both spots. You can't just do it in one or the other.
Yeah. I'll be back in a second.
See you in a sec.
Supposedly, you can use the SPI channel to kill it when you tell Octoprint to stop. It'll also flush the buffer in Marlin at the same time.
Nice.
But I've not gotten that to work.
It might work on the new Marlin that Chris is working on, the 2.06.
Yeah, it might be.
Which he's telling me another week or so, and I should be able to update 2 of mine. So.
Yeah, I'm waiting as well.
Well, I also don't want to run it and have my printers go down and have to go backwards.
Right.
So, I mean, it's not hard. All I really have to do is just use a different SD card and keep the.
So when Tim was fixing your heat bed, he said that the reason your printer caught fire was because the metallic bed that you had on it was causing the nicks in your bed to actually short.
And it very well could have, but
But if you have if you were using a build plate with PEI on both sides, that's not possible.
It was textured.
Hey guys, if you ever need a way to touch your hot end and you don't want to burn yourself, get one of these.
Oh yeah.
These things have been handy with 3D printing. I might do a video about the elf gloves just for saying, yeah, you know, if you got a hot part that you need to pick up and you don't want to burn yourself, the elf glove is a great way.
Potentially, yes, Jerry. It depends on how you set it up. If you set up active marketing, like I have it set up for $1 a day. If someone clicks on the ad and I don't sell anything, that charges me, and then I get billed every $25 worth of ads. So it's yes, technically, you will pay for it. I mean, anything to market besides like Facebook is, unfortunately, you have to pay for it. Facebook and Craigslist are like the only two you don't have to pay for.
But Facebook will take a chunk of the money if you get paid through it.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's why you just do it, in person.
Has anybody done now? Question for marketing on Facebook: is it really worth it though?
For local stuff, sure. I've bought a few things.
I bought a printer for $20 through it.
No, I don't mean that. I meant for advertising your channel.
Oh,
or anything
no.
like that.
Oh, spending
No.
the extra, the boost. No, it's not.
No, not the boost. But I mean, if I wanted to advertise my Facebook feed,
Right.
On
They
Facebook.
call it a boost.
Yeah, that
Okay.
if it depends on what you're boosting it for.
Right. And you can burn through your allotted money for it in a heartbeat just because you selected the wrong demographics.
Understandable. No, the thing is, just trying to promote the 3D printing channel a little bit. Not the 3D printing, but promote the. Now, here's a question for you guys. Now, you guys are sub to CMP, right? Both of you guys are sub to CMP, right?
I think I am.
Okay.
Sorry for
Put the link in chat.
Yeah, because
I
the
am.
problem
I'm pretty
is
sure I am.
I put a post out, and I think YouTube suppressed it.
I wouldn't doubt it. They've been doing
No,
that a lot lately.
Because now the way they've set it up is if I go and I make your channel notify, I also have to go into my settings and make sure it actually notifies me. I can't just
Click
hit
the bell and be done.
Yeah, now they've made it so complicated now to get the information you want, like Facebook, YouTube, all that, that to set up, if I want to get news about my friend's friend that I'm friends with, I have to go in and, tell it I want that, and it doesn't work well.
Well, let's put it this way, okay? This video's been out for only 4 days, for 2 days, it says.
Mhm.
It only has 32 views.
Mhm.
Yet a lot of my other videos have like 69, 44.
YouTube changed their algorithm.
This is game.
They've been changing them to make it really good for the high volume people and really bad for people like us.
And not even just high volume. They've also done tweaks based on where your station's coming from. Since you're in Canada, I'm not shocked you're having these issues.
No.
But one of my other friends who lives not that far away from me in Canada, he's had no issues with YouTube so far.
Yeah, YouTube, they had to change something.
Same services, same everything, but all of a sudden my views have been going, like my subs are up, but my views are down.
Yep.
It doesn't make sense.
Well, also, if a lot of your viewers were from the U.S., since a lot of places didn't actually close down, or they've reopened, and no, I wasn't subbed, at least not with this account. The viewership has gone down because people are actually at work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If Ron wear a bikini, they will come.
Right.
Wow,
Just for
double
you,
entendre.
Jerry, may I put a bikini on?
Wow, I wasn't subscribed with either of my accounts.
And this is another problem I've been noticing is that some of my friends that were subbed have automatically just been unsubbed for no apparent reason.
Yeah,
And yet I'm subbed with that account. What?
Sorry, what are you seeing there, Zohan?
I've got multiple YouTube accounts now. I'm just going through and subbing to your channel with all of them.
So here is a Ninja
But yeah, the
Flex.
latest video I put out was just letting, like, I had a whole bunch of subs come in, and I hadn't put anything out for about a couple months.
Oh my God.
My subs went right through the roof all of a sudden, and I just put out a video just saying, hey guys, the reason I haven't been around is I've been dealing with a lot of shit. Just giving you guys an update. Why you haven't seen a new video out?
I still only have 85 subs.
I have 79.
I have 439, I think now.
Yeah.
Let me see what Zolan brought to the party. Why?
Yeah, it's the Shop of Wonders. That's
Here's
the one
a
that's the one
Ninja
I do most of
Flex
my
to a
stuff on
flex plate.
now. Yeah, I should have warned you about that. I'm
No,
sorry.
I've done it before. We're good. There
Okay.
we go. Perfect. Just came right off. Just had to let it cool. Not the best, but it's a Ninja Flex Rook. Wait for it to
Nice.
come on, focus, you piece of freaking. Hold on.
Yeah,
Hold
love
on.
Logitech crap.
No, this is Sony A6000. Really?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with your camera, man.
Who knows?
Well, it's a Ninja, so it can't focus on it.
I guess.
Something's
good,
up
though.
with this Rook. Yeah, it didn't come out too bad. Let's see if I
So
can
you're
get
building
it
a chest. You're building your own chess set.
No, I just printed this because I felt like it.
You should print that other rook that's really hard to print.
This is the one with the central column.
Okay.
The stairs.
No, no. There's one that's out there.
oh, for
which
the
is just-
resin?
No, yeah,
Yeah, no.
more meant for resin printing.
The
but
stairs
you
on
can
this
still
came
print it.
out really nice.
Oh, that's cool then.
For Ninja Flex. I mean, Ninja Flex is hard to
Okay,
get right.
I want you to go on. Get yourself a thing of. Get yourself an account on Instagram and do some high res pictures and put that up.
I have an account on Instagram.
You should
If
take
you've
some
got a
high-res
Facebook
pictures and
account,
post
you
them.
have an
RCC?
Instagram account.
Yeah.
Hey, RCCNC.
I have an Instagram account, and last night I posted a picture of my plaque. I just finally hanged it on the wall.
Mhm.
properly, and I've been getting massive views on it.
Nice. That was a cool print. A little stringy, but not bad. I probably need to put this filament back in the dryer, but I'm going to print one more thing with it tonight, which is a 10-hour print. So we'll see if it works. That's freaking cool.
Yeah,
Windows
so
Labs.
far I have 34. Let me go back to the main
Squishy.
screen there. Home. No, I want to go
Bend it.
home, you stupid thing. Go to Instagram. Sometimes I worry about you.
Fidget. Nope. Let's see.
39 likes within 17 hours.
Not bad.
That's a lot of likes. And they're all ham radio operators.
Right?
That's for that thing right there.
Here's a duck on a rook.
I guess you can say your duck is a rookie.
Yes. Why didn't this export? Dang it. Export 10 hours? Jesus. Squish ball, 10 hours, 15 minutes.
Well, according to 3D Print and Paint, he says the Spiral Rook is easy on FDM or resin.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to try it. I have
You know
the
what you
spiral.
need to do?
Huh.
You need to print yourself a flexible Rook full size on the Raise 3D.
So that dinosaur that I printed in Flexi, one of my coworkers wants one. He doesn't want to pay for the filament, though. It'll take about 800 grams, and have it 2 feet tall and be flexible. And then in Ninja Flex green, because he has a green snap-on toolbox.
Doug, most of my hot end fan shrouds and stuff I have done in the Pro PLA Iron Red by 3D Fuel. I've had no issues with them.
Hey, Zolan, your
I'm
audio
only-
just went down.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
because I had to take the headphones off of one of my ears.
Ah.
I've been getting tinnitus for some reason because of it. But anyways,
Ugh.
as I was saying, the 3D Fuel Pro PLA Iron Red is what I printed all of my fan shrouds and cooling parts in. The only thing you need to worry about is if you're going to be printing ASA, ABS, the higher temp stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you might have an issue. But if you're only doing PLA, PETG, and TPU, you'll be fine.
Here, Ron, I'm sending you a picture of this rook on Twitter. Let me see if I can find it. There. This thing's cool. I like
Not a problem, Doug.
GPU. GPU is awesome. Oh, let's see, Viking frame part. I don't know if Vikings. Oh, Viking is here.
Yeah, he is.
I'm gonna cut out here in about 10. I'm all of a sudden just whiff of tired and gonna have to go take a nap
Okay.
because it's the weekend. And what else is there to do besides that? I'm sure someone
I'm
will
gonna
stream later.
Hey, I'm going to go practice soldering. Maybe eventually I can get my one drone flying again.
Right. Solve it with a sledgehammer. Was RC the one we were supposed to ask about metal, or no? That was the HVAC guy, right?
Sergio, yeah.
Oh yeah. We need him around. He might have someone I need right away.
So, is this a window AC unit? What is it?
No, this is the apartment AC unit. It's,
Oh, okay.
It's central to the apartment, but the way the setup is and how cold I keep it in here, lots of condensation,
Right.
and I need to empty those buckets. And the way it's set up, the air just comes in, and there's a 2 foot cubed area where the air just kind of rumbles around, then goes up. so it's not really efficient. I want to mount a directed vent that we saw me design, which now I just have to figure out how to actually manufacture and have it drain the water.
One thing you need to worry about when you do that is you need to worry about the back pressure on the ductwork.
What do you
They
mean?
may have done that box the way they did because if they have a true curve there, it doesn't have enough room for expansion before it hits the rest of the ducts.
It doesn't even go through the filter in that spot.
I know. I
Does
used to
anybody
do it.
want?
I used to do
DGI Spark?
HVAC.
What was that, Ron?
Does anybody want a DGI Spark?
Yes.
Yes.
Apparently, Off Axis is selling it for $300 Canadian.
I can't do that.
I can't spend that much.
And he said locally.
Yeah.
Well,
Gonna head out and
if you're
get
going to pay for
supper
shipping, I
everybody,
think
so
you'll.
I'll catch you guys later.
Take care.
Oh, see you.
There's
see you
about-
later. $226. Jeez. Well,
Probably if you pay for shipping, and probably will cut you a deal.
right. Well, yeah. I better be one hell of a deal. I'm not in the market for a drone at the moment. So, if it's a good deal,
We're all
I'll do
saying you guys were all for it, and then you're like, "Oh, hang on a second here."
it, right? And waiting
Well,
for
yeah,
the buyer to respond.
I gladly, yes. You asked if I wanted one. You didn't say if I could afford one.
Very true.
Well, you think I'm just giving them free out of the bottom of my heart? I don't know.
Right.
You never know.
So a
Greg,
long
Greg
time,
sent me a bunch of stuff.
a long time ago, I printed this TPU squish ball. This was when I had my mono price, and I have not printed one on the Prusa printers. So I'm
Jerry-
printing one now.
He may not be tossing the link out because he did just say he's going to shut down in about 9 minutes.
I mean, I don't have to not. Let me.
Oh, Ron will buy it for me? Okay.
There you go.
No, I'm not buying you nothing.
Here's the link.
If Ron was going to buy me anything, it's going to be something to make sure I get back on the air.
Right.
If I'm going to buy him something, I'll buy him a Sony 300.
Ooh.
There you go. Send me that. Oh, nice. Oh, we've got a Jerry with a ton of painted stuff.
Or an IC
Hey, guys.
709.
I'll hang out for 9 minutes
today?
then.
Perfect.
I wanted to show Ron my print quality on FDM on the Rooks.
Sweet.
Oh, nice.
That was probably at 0.12.
The stair one. I have a really nice stair one somewhere.
Nice.
It's ridiculous.
That looks really good.
Now here's a test print I done on another printer a long time ago. This is a different one.
Mhm.
This didn't come out as nice. This was probably at 0.20. And this was done on a raft. You can see part of it there.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Do you remember
LG bars.
the top of that? Because the top of that looked kind of weird.
Top of this one, layers.
Yeah.
Yeah, little gaps in the layers up top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Doesn't
here's,
look like
the,
it melted.
here's the best out of all of them. And this
Yeah,
is
that
FDM.
is a beautiful print.
So
So
FDM, anything is possible. You know, if your printer's working right, you got a nice filament, no problem.
If you're getting those gaps, by the way, I have found in Cura, especially the latest version, I am starting to get gaps in my slices because of coasting. If I turn coasting off, the gaps go away.
I've
Yeah.
used Simplified 3D for over 3.5 years now or so.
Oh, okay.
Up until I got the new Ender 3 V2 2 weeks ago. That's the only time I've ever used Crowley Slicer, which is a version of
Which
Cura.
is Cura. Yeah.
Yeah, other than that, I've never ever tried Cura before in the past. But these were all done with S3D.
Okay. Yeah, I really like Cura because of the tree supports, but
Mhm.
I've been liking the quality I'm getting out of Prusa Slicer better.
Yeah. I'm
And-
loving my idea
Agree.
maker lately.
And I won't, yeah, and I see I need to learn Idea Maker still.
Yeah.
I won't buy Simplified 3D because they keep
No.
talking about an upgrade that's going to cost even more.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't buy Simplify 3D. Idea Maker's basically, sorry, Jerry, I left you large.
I'm still full
Uh,
screen. Yep. There we go.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy Simplify 3D now, especially after what I've learned with Idea Maker. It's better. I mean,
Well, except for if you already know S3D like Jerry.
Yeah.
true, but
But
you know,
there are a few things in Idea Maker that do make Simplified 3D worth giving it a try. Idea Maker.
yes.
Are you
I
hearing
know-
any feedback on my microphone today?
I have
feedback?
not. I have not heard an echo, but that could be
Nope.
StreamYard taking
Okay.
care of it. So
Could
Well,
really,
I got my mic coming straight out in front of me. The other day, I had that at an angle like Ron
Right.
did, and where my speaker was sitting, the side of my mic could hear it. So I figured that's why I had echo.
Yeah.
also, if your mic has the option to change the polarization, that can help as well.
Mhm.
It's an Audio Technica. I'd have to look into it. It's got a little dial on the back, a switch. It goes one side or the other. I'm not sure what that is.
That's
That
probably
is,
the polarization.
Now that switch is which Audio Technica are you running?
I don't know. Richard recommended it, first layer like a year ago or so.
Okay, so that's the Audio Technica 2100. So that is a volume control for if you plug your headphones directly into the
Oh.
mic and you're running it off a USB power.
Yeah,
All
it's cardioid only.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's got a USB plug on the back. It's got a funny round plug like something from a studio, and then it
That's
looks
a
like
XLR.
headphone jack.
Yeah,
you
I'm
have
looking
the
at it
XLR.
now. It's got XLR. It's got a old style USB.
Idea Maker 3D Print Viking says is best. I did install that a few weeks ago. I believe that's from the company that made it, Justin Big Printer there.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Not,
Raise
the
not,
Raise.
3D.
not
Yeah.
this one. It's the other one that's over here.
Oh, okay.
That's
Anyway, I
the,
have it, but I haven't tried it yet, but I do have it.
Hey, speaking of which, Justin, how
yes.
did that helmet turn out?
I still haven't printed it. I don't have a good color for it.
Ah,
I gotta go through and figure out what I'm gonna do. I don't have enough silk black for it,
mm.
and I don't have enough silk silver, so I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that at some point.
You know what you need to do? You need to give yourself a PayPal.me account and have
have
people
one.
donate money.
Nah. If
I have
people
a
want to
donate
donate
donate,
money for it.
Jerry Nonfam's asking questions about nozzles and stuff.
What's that?
Nonfam wants to know what layer height and nozzle size you used on that tower.
I use 0.4 brass nozzles on everything from all my Creality printers. I've never changed from a stock nozzle. I've never had a reason to. I know everybody says use this, use that. I've never had a reason. I did have some 0.6 nozzles sent to me. I think they're stainless, and I've never went in and tweaked my settings to use the nozzle. So I use 0.4 brass and everything. I've never had a reason to not use a stock hot end.
there. Someone give Zolan something. I thought about doing that. I've had it posted in my YouTube stuff, and then I'm just like, if people want to do something like that, they'll ask.
I signed up for it just to have it, just that way. If I did start getting tons of followers, I could throw it out there to help counteract some of the cost.
Right.
And I was shocked, and I'm still shocked that Dr. Jekyll basically dumped enough in to pay for my StreamYard upgrade.
Right.
Yeah, non-fam, I believe the layer height on this was 0.12. I would have to dig back through my Facebook post to see way back when I posted it what it was, but pretty sure I would have printed that at 0.12. Whenever I do a base on a model or a head or something, it doesn't have a lot of detail, I do 0.20 on everything. And then I go down from there, 0.12 for most models. If I do a hand or something really fine, I do a 0.10.
Yeah.
But
So
usually-
Microtech Lurker.
Yeah,
Am I
wants to know if it
infill
was
with-
printed on the MKS3. You have
MK3.
all Creality, isn't that correct?
Yeah, I got
Sorry?
all Creality. I got one TiVo Tarantula Pro. I have two CR10s. I got Ender 3s, and then I got a Hypercube from Ziltech that I built.
Yeah, but you don't own a MKS3 though.
No, I don't. I've never bought one.
They're expensive, but they have their benefits. So does every other printer. So that's that's the standard. I mean, I own 3 of them. So
if you're not good at fixing things or tinkering or anything like that around your house, spend $800 and buy a Prusa. I hear they have very few problems. It's pretty much push and print, and it's good. If you like to tinker, then buy a $200 or $300 printer. And occasionally you have to tinker, but it's not hard. It's easy. It all depends on, are you good at tinkering with things, or are you all thumbs?
I still tinker with my Prusa. Not a single one of mine is completely stock.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that
don't
explains why you have so
see-
many issues.
Tim
Yes,
from
like Justin's about
TH3
ready to go
don't
to
like
bed.
them, and I don't know why.
Right? Let's see. Hold on here. Hold on. There. And
But
I've
whether it's an
already got my
expensive
pillow.
printer or a cheap printer, you can get the same quality out of anything you buy. If it's built properly, tweak some settings if you need to. But right out of the box, print with what you got, see how it comes out, and then figure out, what's causing it.
The first tool I suggest anybody to get who's going to buy a base model Ender 3 or Ender 3 Pro is an engineer square.
Yes. Not a speed square.
No, an engineer square, because all my Ender 3s, the only real issue I've had on them was the framing was not square.
If it was cut square, it'll bolt square, unless it was cut wrong.
That's not always true. Thanks to
SRC.
aluminum.
I got my pillow right here, so let's see. Let's do the recline too. There we go.
My Sane Smart, I actually had
What do you
to
think?
I had to take apart the whole Y carriage and put it back together using an engineer square before it
Wow.
would print right.
Here's the quality of the Ender 3 V2 using a Cura slicer as if I was a new person never printed before. I installed the slicer and I hit print basically. I changed the layer height. I changed the infill. The only thing I changed from stock. Then on a few of my prints, I might have increased the slider or decreased it, but I didn't go in and tweak anything. And I've never used Cura before. That printed perfectly. I don't find anything wrong with it anywhere.
Yeah, the only thing I could say I don't like about it is the wall. The wall needed a couple more shells because I can see the infill through it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's a clear green. It's a type of
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know it was a
transparent green.
transparent. My
Yeah.
apologies. I didn't know it was a transparent.
I thought it was more silk when I looked at it. I was like, you can see the walls.
In S3D, all my layers are always 644 on just about everything with like 4% infill. Whatever Creality slicer defaulted to is what I did on this.
Here, this defaults to 3.
Then that's what that
Yeah.
was.
I set my walls for at least 4 to 3, depending on where I need it.
With
I put all-
Idea Maker, I can do the hat, the 1-2-1-2 thing.
Right.
By Zolan.
I set all my walls to a minimum of 4 if it's a functional print,
Yeah.
but everything else I don't really care.
Right.
Infill, I'm picky on my infill because I don't really want to use a lot of infill on products.
It just
Only because-
varies.
Well, it's
Doesn't
like
need it 90% of the time, but there's some prints. So yeah,
the
Yeah.
head statue. I'm no dum dum. Give me gum gum. Statues.
yeah.
This one?
I actually print those in vase mode.
This statue?
Yeah, I print those in vase mode.
I've never printed those in vase mode. I've always printed those with a little bit of infill,
No
If
infill.
it'll
10%
Prints
at
perfectly.
least.
focus.
I've had no issues with no infill.
You want to know something cool about printing in base mode with PETG?
Hey, Devin.
Did you paint that or
No,
is that
that's
just
MMU.
nice?
When I had an MMU.
You mean when your MMU worked?
Yeah, for what, 6 prints?
So is that
Did
vase?
you ever get the fixed or no?
Yeah, that's a vase mode.
If you take
No, it's gone. I sold it.
if you use base mode on PLA and crunch it, you're going to break it. This is PETG. Look at this.
Yep.
I know. I love.
Actually,
That's what I did.
PETG.
That's what I did
my
the super
silk
vase on.
vases. My PLA silk vases, I can do that with.
Oh, you
Here's-
can? Okay.
Yeah.
PETG. That might have just been.
Sounds like it's cracking.
No,
Yep, that
it's,
was a crack.
nope. That's the
Oh, the bubble wrap sound.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, this is PETG.
I don't know about you guys, but whenever I get bubble wrap, I'm 56 years old. I still pop it.
I
I put
know.
on the floor. I jump up and
Oh, yeah.
down.
Yeah.
You know,
love
the
that
only
noise.
there's thanks to Doctor Who, I no longer pop it.
Why?
I don't
because
know
in-
if that is Kit.
In one of the latest episodes of Doctor Who, the bubble wrap was actually a bomb, and popping it set it off.
All right. I'm sure I've seen it with the new doctor, the woman.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the one where they're in the factory.
Okay.
I stopped watching Doctor Who way back when.
You know, way back when it was corny, but now they got all the new special effects, CGI, and all that, so it got a lot better. The last 4 or 5 doctors have been really good.
That's a Sarah.
A lot
Tennant
of people
was-
really hate the female Doctor. So
Well, they
yeah,
need
I'm sorry. She's actually. I was skeptical. I actually like her. I actually like her better than I like Matt Smith.
You get used to people.
yeah, and a lot of people still hate her though.
Okay. Well,
I
people
think-
like,
it's like-
women. That's why they might
Oh my
hate her.
God.
You know?
You know they're trying something new here.
Yes,
it's not for you
Kit.
to all pile
Oh.
on it.
Kit, did you get to watch the new Red Dwarf that came out? Yeah, they released a new 2-part series. Sorry for stepping on you there, Ron.
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry. Step all you like.
And another thing I do that I shouldn't do at my age is when I go to Walmart at Christmas time, my wife hates to be around me if I'm near the toy department. I run up and down the aisle and I push all the buttons and make everything go off.
Yep.
At once.
yeah,
What are you doing that? If it's at the
We all do that.
we got toys that make noise. I push all the buttons and act like a 2-year-old. I just have fun.
That's the one thing I do miss this year, not being able to go to Murph this year and walk in their big, giant ass Walmart they got up there. Holy crap, that thing is huge.
Where? Mall of America?
No, Walmart over in where is the Murph in? Oh crap, now I can't remember where Murph is. It's in Indiana, I know that much. Fergus? Fergus? Shoot.
Sure.
We all know where Murph is. Basically, there's a really huge Walmart nearby, and it is huge. It's like taking a Sam's Club and turning it into a Walmart, basically.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Go
considering
ahead.
Sam's
Thank
Club
you.
is a Walmart.
Yeah,
but-
considering they're the same company.
Well, they are the same company, but usually Walmarts are smaller than a freaking
Not in Colorado.
Usually they're smaller than that. The Walmarts I've been into.
Yes.
That's Walmart
Yes,
is.
Goshen, Indiana. There you go.
Yep.
And someone says we're lying.
Lies?
Where's all right? Let's see. How do I put Marcel in timeout? Let's see.
What do you
hope
put him
the
in
new
timeout?
doctor. I hope the new doctor is getting paid the same amount of money as the old doctors, because here's a position, here's what it required. It shouldn't
Yep.
matter if you're a man or a woman or
Yep.
anything. Here's what it pays
Yep.
in all jobs in society.
The only thing I'm skeptical about with the new series that's happening right now is the whole not actually being a Time Lord.
Yeah.
They take too
Spoilers.
long. They only come out with what, like 6 episodes a year? It takes too long for the next season.
And you have to try to get the stupid Christmas episode.
Yeah.
Whoops. Where'd she go?
How you doing?
Okay.
I guess Makerspace
Yes.
Devon doesn't work that well on
Yeah.
Justin streams.
Tom Baker is my second favorite.
Wait, what?
Who?
Tom
Where?
Baker.
Meow.
Yeah, Tom Baker.
Announcement.
Devin,
I still want to make a life-size Dalek.
Devin,
Yes.
is any of that behind you, NDA? Thought so.
You want a lifestyle?
Just
And
be
she's
careful.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
Smart.
Thank you, Zolon.
Considering the meetings you had yesterday.
Let's not kill my security clearance.
Oh, come
Exactly.
on. I'm gonna have to delete this stream now, aren't I?
No, nothing was seen.
Nothing
Okay.
was
Well, we can
visible.
swear if you want us to, and then you can delete the stream.
So let me just tell you everything about my security clearance and what I'm working on right now.
Actually, technically, you're not even supposed to talk about having the clearance.
Technically.
Technically, I always forget that because I'm friends with a lot of people who have them.
Should I
know.
just go end this and delete this stream at this point?
No, it's fine.
No, it's fine. She hasn't given any
We should
real
end the
detail.
stream, then you can give us all the details.
Right.
Um,
No.
Now
Zolan?
that might make it.
Zolon, what's the punishment if I say stuff like that?
You can lose it.
Other than that, do I get in trouble?
No,
You can.
And no, unless you give details about why if you give stuff about your need to know, that can get you in trouble.
The Men in Black will come get you.
Just
and
say
never see you on screen again.
if I spill the need to know, isn't that like treason?
Depending on what org it is, yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Considering what org it is, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
I can tell you, the org I was a part of, it would have been immediate cuffs.
Hmm.
I've had to sign NDAs for other stuff I can't really talk about, but
Yep.
yeah, I've been there too.
Really? You can't talk about stuff?
Oh yeah, this was
And just this conversation alone can get us in trouble. So let's move on.
We're already been flagged, I'm sure.
Zolon, check Telegram.
I gotta check that out. I've never checked out Telegram yet or downloaded it or whatever.
We actually, the maker, Yes, you should.
Oof.
The Maker Guide,
Thanks,
Guide Club, we actually have a Telegram group. So if you
Hairball,
get on
Ron.
Telegram, we can add you.
Huh.
Anyways,
Meow.
yep. Exactly, RC. So speaking of CNCs, have you heard anything about what's happening with the printers and everything?
Yes.
That's about all she can say.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you went from one topic I can't talk about to another topic
Another
I
topic.
really cannot
Yep.
talk about.
Let's say this:
all good.
Makerspace
All
is
good.
off limits.
Yep.
I think
Okay.
that sums it up, correct, Devin? Don't say anything if it does.
Well, okay. How are the stitches doing?
The stitches came out.
Oh, they did? Cool. Nice.
Yeah, they put
Okay.
a metric shit ton of skin glue.
Mm.
Ha! No.
Oh, were
Mike
you not
off.
there when I talked about the stitches?
Mm-mm.
I
So
wasn't
I've
either.
been having really bad acne problems because of the face masks.
Right.
And so my mom bought me this like exfoliating scrub for my face or in the shower. And if I went and took a shower and ripped all the stitches on accident.
Ah.
Yeah.
Wash the mask every day. If you're wearing the same one, it's sweat.
I wash mine every day.
I have 8 masks and I wash them
Yeah.
Okay.
routinely.
Yep.
There are people like myself that if we get any sweat between us and the mask lines, it will immediately cause our skin to react.
Yeah.
Oof.
That's me.
By the way, Devin, there is
Mhm.
a mesh that you can print that helps pull the majority of it away from your face.
Yep. Mine
Yeah.
mine come up when I walk in the door from them, they go straight in the washer. Even if they sit, they go straight in the wash.
And the
Yeah,
other
we
problem
have
is
We have
every
a
time-
face mask file.
every time you do what you just did, you should actually be replacing your mask.
Adjusting the nose piece.
You're not supposed to touch it. Once it's on, use it unless you
I am
wash your hands.
so bad about washing my face.
Uh-huh.
I rarely go out. I just go to Walmart maybe once a week. So then I wear a cloth mask instead of my N95 now with cloth loop. When I get home, I spray with Lysol and throw it back in the kitchen counter. But then again, I'm not out wearing it very often.
I actually leave mine out in the sun because the UV does actually kill it.
Yeah. We wash ours in really hot water with stuff.
I just basically just throw my mask on my. I got a UV light, so I just toss it in the UV light
Exactly.
unit. And it just
Which is
cures
fine
it.
as long as it doesn't have any rubberized product.
No, it doesn't because I sewed it myself, so I know exactly what went in there. So as soon
Yeah,
as I take
I'm-
the mask
that's-
off, it goes into the box
Since-
and just
since-
stays there.
Since I can't do a face palm with my avatar, I just did it in chat because of Doug's comment.
Yeah.
I flip the mask inside out. Yeah.
Then I keep that liquid stuff in my truck. So when I get in the truck, I clean my hands with it.
Yep.
When I get home, I bring in the groceries and I wash my hands with soap and water. Then I put away the groceries. I do not sit there and wipe off every product. I just wash my hands. before
Oh
I-
no, I
We're
wipe off
we're
every
still
product before
doing
it even
that.
comes in the
Yeah, I
house.
don't.
Yeah. Same here.
It takes so long.
And I
If-
take
It
Merit-
does, but you're protecting yourself that if you pick up that product and it had something
Yeah.
on
I know.
it,
I know.
If my
you're not
wife
transferring it around.
If my wife catches COVID, she's dead.
If I
Period.
catch it, I'm dead. I take Humira shots every 2 weeks, but I'm
Yeah.
planning on catching it.
If I get COVID, I will be on a ventilator. My mom got COVID, she'd be dead. My sister
Yep.
would be dead. The kids could die from it. You know,
Oh, yeah.
so
There's
we gotta
too
be
much
careful
risk.
with it.
Yeah. What's up, Microtech? You're good to lurk.
Yeah, lurking's
Just
fun.
let us know that you're lurking.
I want to teach my wife my hobby. She's not interested, so if something ever happens to me, whenever it does, now or in 30 years, she can know what to do with everything.
Right.
How to keep the group going, how to do this, how to do that. But
Okay,
Well,
if you are truly worried about that, you need to go to each one of your printers using one of those paint pens and write what it's worth on it.
Yeah.
And then that way, if something does happen to you, she knows what to sell it for.
Right.
well, my Ender 3s used to be worth X amount of dollars with all the upgrades, but now you can pick them up brand new for $169.
I
They're not
know.
worth what they were.
yeah.
So
But you forget though, your Ender 3s, like my Ender 3s, are probably modded to somewhat
of course.
extent, so they
Modded
are
somewhat.
worth more.
Somewhat. I got my mods cost more than the printer.
Yes,
Same
they did.
here.
Yeah, I got the printer coming in the mail, and you order all the stuff from
Yeah, I guess so.
TH3D and Amazon, and the extras cost more than a printer.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep, like my CR10 has the V6 on that. Sure, it's only 12 volts still, but it got the V6 on there. It got the what else did I put on that board? I put a lot of
One of my
extras on it that would probably set that printer still $400 to $500.
My first Ender 3 Sane Smart that I bought on Woot for $169 has now got 3D fused rails for X, Y, and Z, a Hemera belt-driven dual Z 3-point leveling, SKR 1.3 with TMC 2209s,
Yeah.
a Meanwhile power supply.
If I ever give away any of my printers on my live stream, which in the future I might, the biggest problem is boxing it up and shipping it. It's going to cost an arm and a leg to ship it anywhere in the U.S. because I'm not Amazon.
Yep.
Oh, Justin, you're gonna have nappy poos?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to go to bed.
Who wants to
Justin,
start?
you sending me a shipping label yet?
No.
When you get me size and everything, and size, weight, and addresses, yes,
Okay. I need to find a better box for it.
yes.
Yeah, Doug,
Yeah,
I just
that's
agree.
fine.
Your upgrades,
Just let
like
me
the
know.
EasyBBL, putting on my printer, putting a camera on it, putting a filament runout sensor, adds a lot of value and it costs a lot to do it. So it depends what you're upgrading. Are you
Yep.
just putting things off Thingiverse and putting on there, or are you buying electronics and upgrading?
Exactly.
Well, and the other problem is Doug does have a point. It's like when you buy a Jeep, even though you put upgrades on it, those don't count as the value of the Jeep. The upgrades are counted separately.
Yeah, if you take
Yeah.
it to a dealer to trade it in, they could care less about upgrades.
Exactly.
Or you
All
put a
right.
nice stereo system in that costs you $5,000. The dealer could care less. They only go by their book and what the book says.
Yeah, I
Yep.
work at a car dealer. I know what things are worth.
Okay.
I've been doing parts 10 years. We had a customer come in yesterday she was buying a Grand Caravan that had a ton of leaks, and I was like, "That's going to cost you this much." Did the quote? It was very close. And she's like, "All right, I'm not buying that one." We had one on our lot. We sold her that had less leaks.
Justin,
Yes.
you work for a Dodge dealer, right?
No, I work for a Kia dealership.
Oh, okay, never mind.
But we can get anything. Why? What do you need?
Can I ask you a question then?
The armrest in my on my driver's side door from where my elbow sits
Yeah.
needs replaced.
Get me some info on Telegram, including VIN number, color, and I'll ask for the rest. And on Monday, I'll see what I can dig up.
Okay.
So Justin,
Yes.
question for you then, since
Hold
you're
on.
doing this.
Devin was next. Hold on.
Yeah, Devin was next.
If I backed over a mattress and ripped off, it was my dad, not me. I didn't do it. I'm not the
You backed over your dad?
No, my dad backed up. My dad backed over a mattress this
Of
morning,
course.
and you know that plastic thing that
The
like
fender
is by
liner?
the wheels.
Yeah, the fender liner.
Yeah, the fender liner. If that got completely ripped up and had to be cut out, and the front bumper got ripped up, how much is that going to cost to fix?
What color is the front bumper?
Silver.
What year, make, and model's the vehicle?
It's a Kia Optima.
What
All the
year?
plastic bumpers, not the metal
What
bumpers.
year?
14.
So, and this is front or rear bumper?
Front.
Front.
Front bumper on the front varies between 350 and 500 unpainted. Add 400 to 500 for paint, quality paint, and then the fender liner is probably about $100. So
Okay, so-
1100, 1200, depending on what all it needs.
Go to a junkyard, buy the part the same color, and put it on yourself, and you'll
Yep.
pay
Yeah.
$100.
If there's a good junkyard with the thing is, the problem is finding bumpers in good condition in a junkyard.
Because
Car
the wreck
the
cars.
front or the back.
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah.
The bumper. I'm
And
not
also
really
it
concerned
matters
about
on
'cause
those
it, like,
bumper pads,
snaps back in, but the fender liner got all ripped up. I had to cut it out.
Yeah. The fender liner is probably $100.
Okay.
Yeah,
Plus
then you-
clips, plus all the little clips and stuff. So,
Mhm.
Ron, what's your?
Yeah, I was gonna say I got a Dodge Dart 2013,
Mhm.
and for some strange reason, my mom's radio has gone dead, and she has one of those screen infotainment ones.
Mhm.
First, the backup camera stopped working.
Mhm.
Now the radio stopped working
Yep,
for some
radio
strange
needs to-
reason.
Most likely, the radio itself needs to be replaced.
Yeah, I figured it's the brain that needs to go.
Best thing you can do, you call the dealer, your local Dodge dealer, and you get
Yeah.
the part number. Then you go on eBay and find one in good condition.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
I
what
was
I do.
afraid I was going to have to do that.
Any good dealer, if they don't give you the part number, you should not deal with them.
Yeah, well, we got two of them out here, and I'm going to.
Deal with any of the dealerships in Oklahoma.
Well, the car out here does need to go in for recall anyways, and there is a radio recall on the unit.
That might fix it, but it
I'm
may not.
hoping.
The recall is probably something software related, because if it's anything
Actually, it's,
software
physical.
related.
It's
and
actually physical.
the
well-
problem with the recalls, especially in which is stupid for the interior stuff, some of them have a mileage limit.
Yep. Yeah, we have some, and then we have somewhere on the Optimas. Was anything 2.02? Not everything, but 2011 to 2014 Optimas, Sportage, and Serenos have a recall on the engines. Where if their engine goes and it's found to be the fault of the recall, they get a free engine.
Ours has to go in for front axle issue, which is under recall.
So a lot of things are, but not everything's. So we fight a lot of the issue that people think it's under a recall and then it's not. Like we have people who their engine blows, but they knew there was some kind of recall on that year, so they don't tell us. They just say the engine died or the car stopped. So they try to get it covered, and we determine it's not, and then the customer's upset.
Well,
so don't be
that doesn't
surprised
work
if
for me.
something isn't
I'm just going to
covered.
leave it empty so it doesn't happen again.
My Dodge Charger actually has the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Nice.
Not all
I-
cars do, but some do.
And being that I've already got 260,000 miles on it,
Right?
That's what's bad about newer vehicles. They don't have steel bumpers anymore. They're all
Right.
electronic, and 90% of the time you can't fix it yourself.
That's the problem. Like I remember being an auto mechanic in high school, and yes, I used to do auto mechanics. Loved it for doing it in high school. Those all the older cars. When we started
Yeah.
getting in those newer cars that had all electronics in it, our teacher would say, "Okay, guys, this has this. We cannot repair it because we don't have the parts here, and
or
our
you don't
shop
have the
doesn't
computer
support it."
that can read the subcomputer.
Here's a funny one.
Yeah.
So we had a local shop call on a 15 cadenza that needed front struts. I guess someone hit a curb or hit a bump really hard and blew out both springs really bad. So they needed So Kia doesn't sell the complete struts. I can get it Zone or O'Reilly's
How
or
do they do
wherever.
that?
I don't know. So they ordered the complete strut. This is it's a used car lot I've known about for about 7 years. I'm very surprised they can't put it together. They're actually going to pay us to put it together before we deliver the parts to them. The problem is once I deliver them to them, put together, they're theirs. So even if they're wrong, they give me the wrong info, something isn't right, they get to keep them. Not my fault. That's why we don't normally assemble.
I've had, when I was in high school, we used to get in all the older cars, so it was great, changing spark plugs, simple. Doing oil changes, simple. Now the cars nowadays, you got to go through the freaking brain, which is always in the radio.
Not always. Not as
GM
much
was
as
known
you would
for
think.
doing it first. Putting all the car alarms in the radio. So you'd have to get a separate device to put in the car if you want to change out the radio.
Actually, the
Not
nice thing
all.
about the Dodge Charger I have, the radio is smart and does have a tie-in on everything, but it is just a display. It actually has a secondary
Yeah.
computer
That's
Nice.
between the ODB2
They
and
have a
the
body control module that's separate.
yes.
They have to.
Okay.
because that's
And the
what
reason
controls
why is because it was common for people to buy the lower edition of my car and then swap out the radio with,
Yep.
the higher edition.
We get people who want to do that with the Kias, and it's not possible because the wiring harnesses are
Yeah, they are
different. The
different.
body control modules are different. We had a guy buy a 2021 Kia K5, the replacement for the Optima, and he bought it not 3 weeks ago. And he came in, "Can I upgrade to the EX radio?" Nope.
Yeah.
The amount of stuff you would have to change, you might as well have just bought an EX.
My son drives a Kia, and it's a great little car. It needs a little more oomph when you go to get on the gas. But other than that, for zooming around town, it's a great little car, and they're not expensive.
Well, I'll
the
tell you a
benefit
little.
now is they're being made in Georgia. Sorry, Ron.
Yeah, that's good.
I currently have I get called probably every other day because my Charger has one of the Naka something airbags.
Yeah.
They're like,
yeah.
we have to replace this immediately. We have to replace this immediately. And I'm just sitting here going,
Takeda airbags.
yes. When am I going to schedule the time to do that during a pandemic?
Well, technically, even if you're out in the sticks, if the dealer is reputable, they should offer
the closest
pickup.
Dealer to me, I will never work with again.
There you go.
That bad, eh?
Bad enough that I actually have designed a vinyl cut that I was going to do to put on the side of my van that they sold us, explaining everything that's gone wrong with the van, including waiting 6 months for the new turbo to come in. And while waiting, mice moved in and ate the wiring harnesses. And rather than them covering it, I had to file an insurance claim.
Yeah, that's a gray area as someone in the business sees, because if the
It's
car,
Automax.
yeah, it's still a gray area for the dealership and the ownership, because technically the damage was not done by them. I can understand their side and yours, but in what I've been doing,
give me a loaner.
Ooh, that's rude.
Back to 3D printing, something I wanted to ask David a couple days
ago. And the turbo fry was a problem with the van since day one.
Yeah, what's up, Jerry?
Yeah, something I wanted to ask David a couple days ago, and I forgot about it. You know, like for instance, my Ziltech, that great big giant spool I bought, a black, was really stringy, and of course there's desiccant packs in the bag. But then again, wherever that was made at, how much moisture got into that before it went in the bag, and can those desiccant packs suck out the moisture that's in whatever size filament you got? So you might get it with moisture in it and not even realize it, and you're assuming it's dried out, and you could be getting it fairly wet, not know it.
Yep. Yeah, I dry all my filament. I don't trust the desiccant packs anymore.
I've never tried filament ever, but I've got a filament dryer coming in a couple of weeks. I'll do a review on it and try it out, and I can put all my small ones in it. I bought a dehydrator, and I cut out the fins in it. It sat around for a year. I put a spool in it. It got hotter than hell. It had an automatic setting, and then the thing started making noise, so I turned it off and put it under the desk, and I haven't went back to it. So I'll wait till I get the dryer, and I'll try it. Even though I'm in a dry climate, I can still get moisture and things. It's just not as fast as other places.
Well, my TPU ball is failing. TPU is so picky.
I've only tested one roll from Arion. I've done a video on it, and I haven't used the rest of the roll.
Yeah.
I don't have a use for it unless someone makes some RC wheels or something.
I have every color of Ninja Flex and every color of Overture TPU. I love TPU.
Yeah, I need to put this in the dryer.
Yeah, I gotta buy some more TPU.
But I will no longer print TPU through a Bowden setup. Now that I've got Himera's.
Himera's does not much better, eh?
Oh, with TPU, the Himera is so easy.
Because I've done some TPU with my, believe it or not, with my CR10, and my CR10 does a great job with the Bowden on it. And I'm talking like Ninja Flex.
Yeah, it can be done, but I print at 50 millimeters a second with TPU.
Damn.
Drone people or quadcopter people that are watching, or Zoon, can you print blades, or do you have to buy them?
So if you have a good resin printer, you can print blades. You do not want to print blades with FDM
because the shaft will spin it.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, not just the shaft. The problem is orientation of the print. Your blades will have different. Each blade will have a slightly different line layer.
Twist, yeah.
Unless you print them singly, right?
Exactly, and then no. I'm talking about one prop. One prop can have 2 to 4 blades.
Okay.
And the blades, if the blades are perfect, if it's a two blade, not an issue. If it's a 3, one of those blades is going to have an odd layer line to it, and that can cause issues at higher RPM.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And balancing.
Okay.
I've actually been doing a lot of reading on this. You can print not with a higher quality resin on a resin printer, but if you don't know what you're doing, again, you could have balance issues with the prop. It's better just to buy a new prop.
All right.
It's actually cheaper.
All right,
It-
ladies and germs.
In
I'm
the
gonna go
long
take
run,
a
it's
nap.
cheaper to buy the props because they mass produce them. They're all plastic molded, injected.
All right, guys.
Yeah, Jack,
Well-
resin print is a lot of fun. I have an Elegoo Mars waiting to upgrade when I get the money to the next one they came out with. I forget the name of it, but I hear people have been having a lot of issues with the one that just got shipped to them.
The Mars,
Not the next one after Mars.
Jupiter,
No, that's that big giant one they haven't released yet. The one that they just released.
Saturn.
Yeah, Saturn.
Yes, and the problem people have been having deal with a damage to the build service during shipment. And from what I've heard, they've been real good about sending out new build surfaces.
That big giant one looks pretty interesting that you're talking about.
Yeah, the Jupiter.
But I'm thinking we're talking 1,000 to 1,500 like the big boys.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm still learning resin. I've only got one, and I've had 2 successful prints on it. The last one was actually good, but my print in between those was a nasty mess.
I've only had one failure in about 150 prints. It's probably about how many parts I printed on it.
I want to get better at it, though, because I want to be able to print dental stuff.
If you really want to get good, have you guys watched Robbie Mack's stuff yet? Also, TK?
Not yet, no.
TK has some videos out there. Robbie Mack's put a whole bunch of videos on resin printing.
So I have a
Edutech
feeling-
is copying Robbie Mack with all the resin
we are at-
A
stuff.
couple videos.
2 hours and 40 minutes, and I know Justin's been talking about wanting to take a nap since 5:30.
Yeah. I was going to say,
Yeah.
so we should call it a night.
Yes.
You know, let him have his sleep,
Yep.
and we'll all be back later.
Yep. You
Thanks,
guys have a
everyone,
good
for
one.
watching.
Thanks for being
Hey, everybody.
here,
Like that.
and we'll see you later.